Against Mexico, Molina is in at right back for Montiel. Christian Romero, the Tottenham centre-back, back in the side. Lisandro Martinez drops out there. Enzo Fernandez, who scored the wonderful second goal in the win against Mexico, the 21-year-old, comes into the midfield. He replaces Guido Rodriguez, and Julian Alvarez of Manchester City is preferred to Lautaro Martinez up front. Now, Argentina's fans are all in the blue and white stripes. The Argentina players are actually in change kit this evening, and there's a little bit of Batistuta's former Fiorentina about it. Lots of dark blue in there, but some sort of vivid dark purple as well. Wojciech Szczesny's all in yellow. He's away to our left. Not many Poland fans inside the stadium. They will do their best to make themselves heard. White shirts, red shorts and white socks for them, playing from left to right in the first half. Game is underway, and as I say, we'll keep you in touch on Saudi Arabia against Mexico in this group. Winners of this group will go through to a last 16 game against Australia, and the runners-up will have to take on the world champions France. If you're watching the BBC Pictures tonight, both these games on BBC television. If you're watching this one, Poland-Argentina, and you want to listen to the 5 Live commentary, head to the iPlayer and look for World Cup Extra, and you can sync the pictures up with us. Alexis McAllister, making a second start in a row for Argentina, plays the ball out wide to the right-hand side. Di Maria has his first chance to run at the Polish defence. Chris Sutton's won Argentina an early corner.
Yeah, really direct play. The ball popped out to that Argentinian right-hand side. Had a poor game against Mexico, didn't he? Di Maria got hooked, but wins the first corner of the game. Can Argentina make something of this?
Noise levels go up. That is because a certain Argentine, number 10, has made his way over to the corner flag, and he's almost in touching distance of hundreds of those fans. Sweeps the ball in with his left foot, easily headed away by Zielinski. Straight back to Messi, chests it down. Little give and go, possibly. De Paul stands across up to the far post. Attacked by Otamendi. Couldn't get the header on target. Early clash of heads. So we're going to get a stoppage in the game here. And it is Poland 0, Argentina 0.
Together there. Otamendi and Glick really unhappy about the challenge and squares up with Otamendi. This is going to be a feisty affair with what's at stake, but is it Krychowiak down, I think, at the far post? Yeah.
Chris,
it was a strong challenge. The ball was, it's not Krychowiak.
It's Bereshinski, the left back.
Yeah. But the ball just stood up at the far post, floated up, and Otamendi got a good leap, but that was too strong a challenge.
Caught him with an arm. Chris, while we have a break in play and Bereshinski receives a little bit of treatment, we hope he's absolutely fine to continue. What do you make of Lionel Scaloni? 5 changes for the Mexico game and win it, 4 changes for this game.
Yeah, that tells me that he's uncertain of his strongest 11. Interesting the way, actually, that Argentina have shaped up this evening. They're a 4-3-3 with Alvarez out on this left-hand side. Lionel Messi as the central striker. Those 3 narrow in midfield. 3 minutes in.
Poland 0, Argentina 0. First update from Saudi Arabia against Mexico. Mark Scott.
Just had a massive chance for Mexico. Alexis Vega through one-on-one with the keeper. Mohamed always out really well to spread himself at the feet of Vega and make the block. Mexico have been struggling for goals. They should have had one early on. It's still 0-0.
Yes, thank you, Mark. They have to win that game this evening to have any chance of going through. Even if they do, that is not necessarily guaranteed. We'll keep you updated on the standings in the group all the way through, with both games 0-0. Poland and Argentina going through as things stand. Poland as the group winners, and Argentina, if they went through as runners-up, would have to face France in the last 16. 4 minutes play. Poland attacking. Great strength from Lewandowski. Little cut back to the edge of the penalty area. Shot is driven in by Bielik. It's blocked, the ball's up in the air. De Paul might have got a little shove there from Bielik, yet referee has spotted that. The referee is Danny Mekeli of the Netherlands, and he's given a free kick to Argentina.
Yeah, quick throw in from Matty Cash, and he just fed the ball into Lewandowski on the edge of the Argentinian box, who turned and had a lovely little pass out to Bielik, who came onto it first time, scuffed his shot, left-footed, really poor effort, and then Argentina awarded a free kick.
Might lose it inside their own half here. De Paul is half tackled by Swiderski. Argentina get it back, and De Paul is on the move up to the halfway line. Tries to find Messi. Ball is taken off Messi, and it's back with Kiwior, the young centre-back for Poland. Plays back to his goalkeeper Szczesny, who just fires it straight back into his left-hand side, played into midfield, and here's Bielik, tall number 6, hassled out of possession. Chance for Alvarez to move forward for Argentina, right in the middle of the Poland half. McAllister is involved. There is Fernandez curling a pass out to the right-hand side. Argentina fans applaud as their team win the ball back. Molina plays it down the right for Di Maria. 3 Argentina players in the middle. Not Messi, though. Messi is lurking on the edge of the box. Similar position to where he scored from against Mexico. Interception at the back here for Poland. Zielinski moves with pace upfield, crosses the halfway line, looking for the ball over the top to Lewandowski, headed away by Romero. Clearance is then completed by Otamendi from the edge of the box up to the halfway line. Alvarez heads it straight up in the air. Poland 0, Argentina 0. Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0. 5 Live on BBC Sounds, and as I say, if you're watching the pictures via the iPlayer, you can get our commentary via World Cup Extra. Here's the 21-year-old Enzo Fernandez, brought in to try and make things flow a little bit more for Argentina in midfield. Di Maria just comes skulking in off the right wing, plays the ball back into midfield, and there's Messi dropping deep. Plays the ball to McAllister. Wide it goes to the left-back Acuna. Cross comes in, bounces once. Glick deals with it on the bounce, defends it well, clears it. Lovely touch from Acuna and a turn. Gets away from Zielinski, stops. Zielinski runs past him, and then it's played back here to Alexis McAllister. Now, he can hit them. The angle is tight for him there, and he's a good 30 yards out. He opted for Messi. Messi's tackled, then he wins the ball back. Then he hits a shot with his right foot, and that is a very easy save for Wojciech Szczesny.
Yeah, it's good from Messi, though. Pinches the ball back, pressing up high, little shift onto his weaker right foot and scuffs a shot. What do we know about Poland? They've got 2 huge centre halves, haven't they? And I don't think they're going to be too unhappy with Argentina crossing balls from wide areas into the box. If there's height on them, Argentina have got to be clever enough, cute enough to slide passes down the sides of the centre halves.
Whatever happens in the other game this evening, if Poland get the draw, then they are through to the last 16. Lewandowski under pressure from Romero, gets the ball back again, chests it down. Bielik plays an early one forward on the half volley, but Frankowski is not able to catch that, so Argentina are able to build from the back. Poland 0, Argentina 0. Spectacular sound, spectacular sight once again of these thousands of Argentine fans inside Stadium 974. The atmosphere actually pre-match, Chris, even better when they turned the loud music off like this, and it was just raw football support. Here's Messi with the diagonal, away to the left. Acuna running hard, can't catch that ball, and away it goes over the byline. A little bit like me on the old running machine in our pre-match video ahead of this game, which you can go and have a look at on social media.
I think you were slightly quicker, Bruce.
That's very kind of you. Saudi Arabia against Mexico latest, Mark Scott.
Another chance for Mexico. Gallardo's cross from the left. Alois, who made that great save earlier, spilled the ball. Martin nearly tapped in. Mexico on top, still 0-0. These two heading out as things stand.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. Mexico have to win the game to have any chance at all. If Saudi Arabia, because of their win against Argentina, if they win that game this evening, they are definitely through. So loads to play for them, as there is for all these teams in this group, which makes it so fascinating, as it is for pretty much all these groups and these games coming your way on 5 Live on BBC Sounds over the next couple of days. Here's Glick. Glick plays into midfield. Krakowiak plays a first-time ball on the turn. McAllister wins it for Argentina and quickly forward to Messi. Messi holds on to it, moves away from a couple of challenges, pokes it to his right to find Di Maria. Di Maria backheels to himself, hits the shot, which actually hits Messi and blocks it. Szczesny doesn't have the save to make. Romero strong in on Lewandowski. Lewandowski makes the decision himself there, grabs the ball and says, "Ref, that's a free kick." Ref agrees.
Yeah, it's a poor challenge from Romero, but Swiderski there, careless in possession, chesting the ball. Eventually popped out to Messi, who nearly makes something happen. The Poles, in their previous couple of games, the opposition have had the bulk of possession. I think they'll just sit in and try and counter and be cautious, but I said before, I don't think they can do that for 90 minutes, and when they have a player of Lewandowski's calibre up front, they've got to feed him with chances.
booming, Argentine singing ringing around the stadium. Excitement as well as Di Maria sprints away down the right-hand side. Support wide, but he comes infield to Messi, shooting range, dummies it first of all, goes a little bit wider, still going, hits it hard, and Szczesny blocks it at the near post. Corner for Argentina.
Yeah, good feet from Messi on the edge of the box, shapes to shoot from 18 yards, sells a dummy, another couple of touches, Cash puts him under pressure, and it's a smart save from Szczesny at his near post.
Corner taken short, cross in from De Paul, headed away by Glick. That'll go out for a throw into Argentina. On the right, Lionel Messi tonight trying to do something he's not done before in his star-studded football career. That is scoring a 7th consecutive game for Argentina. Di Maria's ball in, that looked dangerous to the far post. Otamendi is still forward, headed away, and it falls at the feet of Acuna, closed down quickly by Krikowiak, and Argentina play back to the halfway line. So as Chris Sutton was just telling you, they're seeing lots of the ball. That's no surprise with Poland. Poland, like Brazil and Morocco, yet to concede in the World Cup so far. This a different level of challenge if Argentina can get it going. Molina, the right back, plays back into midfield. Poland just forcing Fernandez back towards the halfway line, plays out wide to Molina. Here's Di Maria on that wicked left foot of his, stands the defender up, goes past Frankowski, plays it to Messi, who suddenly pops up 25 yards from goal. Bouncing ball to his good mate Rodrigo De Paul. De Paul sees a teammate wide on the right hand side. That's the right back Molina, low cross looking for Messi, cut out at the near post and cleared away, throw in Argentina. Chris?
Yeah, just got to move the ball quickly. Argentina have the Poles now just sitting back.
Oh, floated ball from Di Maria. Messi tries to bring it down with his right foot, hooks across high, back into the box, headed away by Zielinski, doesn't quite fall for Fernandez on the edge of the box. Lewandowski beaten to it by Otamendi, fair challenge. Here is De Paul with De Ball, as Chris just said. Di Maria, edge of the box. Oh, looking for that little through ball to Messi, couldn't find him.
He looks in the mood, doesn't he, Di Maria? As I said, poor evening against Mexico. Hooked off, but he looks up for it, as do Argentina. So far, they've been the better side, started in the ascendancy. Poland know what they have to do. Have to try and cling on for a point. That would be enough for them.
Absolutely. Draw takes Poland through to the last 16. It would be for the first time since 1986. Here they come, though. Zielinski, Matty Cash bombing on down the right-hand side. Made the run, wasn't used, has stayed up in an attack, and here he is. No, he leaves that for Lewandowski, who's over on the right wing. Swiderski was in the middle waiting for the cross. That was blocked. Chance for Argentina to clear. Clearance is blocked. Cash wins it, plays it to Lewandowski. Can't find a way past Fernandez. McAllister tries to bring it away for Argentina. All a little bit scrappy and scruffy on the edge of the Argentine penalty area. Still Poland 0, Argentina 0. And I've just remembered I've not even taken you through the full team lineups as yet. So next break in play will do that. And it's also Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0, which is taking Poland and Argentina through at the moment. Poland then, Szczesny in goal, Matty Cash, Kamil Glick, Jakub Kiwior and Bartosz Bereszyński as the back four. Zielinski wide right, Frankowski wide on the left-hand side, Bielik of Birmingham and Krikowiak, formerly of West Brom. There's lots of Midlands connections in this game this evening. They're in central midfield. Swiderski in support of Lewandowski for Poland. Emi Martinez, there's another one, of Aston Villa in goal for Argentina. Molina, Romero of Tottenham, Otamendi of Benfica, and Acuna, the egg, El Cuevo at left back, who plays his club football for Sevilla. Di Maria wide on the right, but as Chris says, 4-3-3, so it's De Paul, Fernandez and McAllister as a midfield three for Argentina. Di Maria wide right, Alvarez of Manchester City, the little spider, El Aranita on the left-hand side, and Lionel Messi, who needs no nickname, the GOAT, possibly, playing through the middle. Header won here by Swiderski. That'll be chased by Frankowski, goes shoulder to shoulder with Molina. Last touch came off the pole. Throw in Argentina in their right back position. 14 minutes play, Poland 0, Argentina 0.
Yeah, and Poland, they've set up as a 4-4-2. We'll see Swiderski just play a little deeper and in and off Lewandowski. Frankowski on that left-hand side, diminutive player, powerful runner.
Ball goes behind for an Argentinian goal kick. If they don't take it too quickly, let's check in with Mark Scott. He's watching Saudi Arabia against Mexico in this group.
First sight of the Mexico goal for Saudi Arabia. Free kick, Mohamed Cano from the D of the penalty area, just over the top of the crossbar. This game is electric. Both sides playing like they know they have to win, and Mexico could be in here. Alois out quickly to make the gather. But at the moment, 0-0 and both going out as things stand.
As you were with the group table, Poland at the moment going through as group winners. That would be a game against Australia. Argentina would have to face France if they go through as runners-up. Fernandez tries to slide the pass through. It's beyond Alvarez. Szczesny had read it anyway and was coming out to meet him. That is a Polish goal kick. 0-0.
Yeah, it was actually a really careless pass initially from Enzo Fernandez, but then the Poles give it straight back to him. Drives the space. So 30 yards from the Polish goal, slides a ball in, but overweighted, just heavy with the pass.
Poland take the goal kick short. Szczesny gets it from his centre-back, Jakub Kiwior, just 22 years old, only his 8th cap this evening, recently coming into this team, and here he is representing his nation in a massive game at the World Cup. The last 16, by the way, the knockout games, they will start on Saturday. First of them looks a really good one, actually. Netherlands against the USA, 3 o'clock UK time. Goes without saying, in full on 5 Live, available on BBC Sounds. You can take the World Cup with you wherever you go during this tournament. England, Senegal. I'm sure you've already ringed it in the diary on the calendar. 7 o'clock on Sunday. Here's McAllister inside the Polish half. Back to Fernandez. Fernandez to Messi, who again just takes up that little position in front of the Polish midfield. Lovely curling pass to Acuna, brings it down, wants to hit it with the right foot and gets underneath it and smashes it over the bar. That, Chris, was a similar effort from a similar position to the one which Casemiro scored from that we watched here a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, good memory there, Bruce. But Messi going deep to get the ball. You won't see him play up against the Polish centre-halves, and feeds a lovely little left-footed ball into Acuna, who's bombing on that left-hand side, chops back onto his right foot, sits nicely, half volley, well over the bar.
A few whistles and jeers from the Argentine fans as Poland take their time over the restart, but Szczesny goes long downfield. That is easily headed away. Alvarez can't control it for Argentina. There's big Kamil Glick, number 15, on his back, playing the ball into midfield. Krychowiak, diagonal ball, arrowed across the field to the left-hand side. Molina thinks he's got that covered, and he does. Throw in for Argentina because Swiderski couldn't quite catch it over on that left-hand side. Throw in taken. Poland 0, Argentina 0, Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0, as it stands at the moment. Argentina picking up the pace, bringing the ball out from the back with Otamendi. Forward to McAllister. First time layoff to Acuna. He's tackled by Matty Cash. And that's a throw into Argentina. Otamendi takes it quickly. Throws it back into his own half. So that's one of the interesting changes this evening. Christian Romero has come back into an Argentine back four. Lisandro Martinez, who started the last game, doesn't start this one. Pass down the right from Molina to Di Maria. That wiry figure. De Paul's made a good run. A lot of space for him from the right-hand side. Low cross comes in, looking for Alvarez. Cleared, back towards De Paul. And he's got Bielik breathing down his neck. He lets it go out for a throw, which he takes quickly to Di Maria. Traps the ball under the studs of his left boot. Argentina teammates start to make the runs. Messi's lurking again, and Krychowiak's got a beady eye on him on the edge of the area. Messi just shuffles away from him. Ball at the feet of Alvarez. Back to Messi. Here he is, the man with the golden boots. Works it onto his left foot. Curling ball. Floated up towards Acuna, heads it down, but towards goal. It's a very easy grab for Szczesny. It was going wide anyway.
Yeah, it's a really poor header once again. Mesmeric feet from Messi. Little shift, and that ball. There's a couple of occasions now Acuna's got in and should have headed the ball back across goal, but he didn't. Headed it straight down to Szczesny, who gathered it at his near post.
Szczesny Hawks last night. Szczesny tonight for Poland. Ball with Bereszyński, wide on the left, down that left-hand touchline towards Frankowski. Certainly the noise, the excitement, the exuberance of the Argentine fans remains undimmed at the moment. Draw good enough for both these two teams, but we'll be keeping an eye on what goes on in the loose sail between Saudi Arabia and Mexico. Poland, with a driving run down the right, have won themselves a free kick. What have you made then, Chris, of the first 20 minutes of the early skirmishes?
Yeah, I think Argentina have had the better of the game. A couple of opportunities. That final ball has been lacking. We see Matty Cash just got a bit of a problem with his left shoulder. How many times have we seen him make that type of run? There's an Aston Villa player marauding down that right-hand side. Fed the ball into Swiderski, got it back, but was fouled, but back on his feet.
Coming up to 20 minutes played in the first half. France, winners of Group D, despite many changes and defeat to Tunisia this afternoon by a 1-0. Australia famously through to the last 16, having beaten Denmark. Zielinski's free kick in. What a ball. And really well headed away by Romero. Bereshinski launches one up in the air. Very difficult for Krychowiak to bring that under control. Huge whistles and jeers as the ball goes out of play for a throw into Argentina in their right back position. Remains 0-0. So winners of this group face Australia in the last 16. Runners up take on France. That is why, again, there is still so much to play for in both of these games this evening. Lewandowski picks the ball up with his back to goal, 35 yards out, just lays it off to Bielik in central midfield, plays it forward to Swiderski. Swiderski is closed down. Cash is making another one of those runs to make himself available on the right, and he nearly got past Otamendi. He wants a corner, and he gets it.
He did brilliantly, because he had no right to actually get on that and win the ball. And as he got the other side of Otamendi, not a lot of space there, 1 or 2 yards. Otamendi took no chances and poked it behind. Now, they're a big team, the Poles. Bean Poles, even.
Incredible spread of blue and white banners. I can see Maradona's face behind that goal away to our right-hand side. But nervous Argentine fans, because it's a Polish corner. If Argentina lose the game, they're going home. Zielinski with pace into the near post. That's headed away. Cash will pick it up for Poland midway inside the Argentina half. Low quick pass to his right. Zielinski's a really dangerous player. Another cross comes in. Flick on from Glick with the back heel. Goes straight up in the air, and Emi Martinez, that's an easy catch.
Yeah, flick from Glick, but ended up just being looped up into the air, and Martinez could come and gather easily. Just lost a little bit of their rhythm the last couple of minutes. Argentina, see Enzo Fernandez, he's the one who's sitting deepest for them in the middle of the park. McAllister and DePaul playing in advance of him.
Slight change now. Alvarez to the right, Di Maria to the left. Messi still in the middle. Lays the ball off to Fernandez. Goes to DePaul. McAllister picks it up in a central position 25 yards out. Finds Acuna. Looks to release Di Maria down the left. Intercepted by Swiderski. Aimed for Lewandowski. Intercepted by Romero. Here's McAllister. McAllister slides the pass to his left. Di Maria with the cross to the backs of the box. That clears everyone. Argentina should be able to keep it in. Molina was quick to react. Sprints his way there. Gets to the ball. Lay off here to DePaul. DePaul is forced out of the penalty area. Always your eyes are drawn to Argentina's number 10, just to see those little pockets of space that he's trying to wriggle his way into. He's lurking in the inside right channel. At the moment, the ball is wide on the left with Di Maria. And Di Maria's on the dribble. Heading for the byline on the left-hand side. Looks for the cutback. Cash blocks. Corner. Argentina. Poland 0, Argentina 0.
Yeah, Matty Cash doing his job very, very well. Di Maria got a box of tricks. Just jinking. Tries to shift the ball onto his left foot and get a cross in, but Cash gets the block.
34 years old Di Maria plays with the 35-year-old Messi. Messi gets it again. Ball on that left foot. Strokes a pass across to DePaul. He makes his run to the far post. DePaul was looking for him. It's headed away. It comes to Acuna. First touch gets away from him. Tackle made. Throw in Argentina.
He's had a stinker, hasn't he?
DePaul.
Acuna. In that left back position, a couple of really poor headers when Messi's clipped him in, and that was a really careless pass there.
Argentina still have it. Here's McAllister bringing it forward. Poland sitting deep. Lots of white shirts in front of these Argentina attackers. DePaul slides a pass to his right. Molina is there. Molina very purposely plays it back to De Paul. His pass was too short to Messi. Krychowiak brings it away. Then there's a foul, I think, inside the Polish half. Free kick Poland. Mark Scott, bring us the latest. Saudi Arabia, Mexico, please.
It is still 0-0, Ali, but Mexico continue to ask the questions. Luis Chavez with a long-range hit that was pretty close to Alois, but Mexico have really struggled for any creativity up top, have certainly had the better of it in that regard so far, but the bottom line is, as things stand, both these two are heading out.
Yeah, if Mexico win and Poland win, then both of those two teams will go through. Mexico might need a really big win, depending on what happens in this game, and they are not scoring goals at this World Cup. We'll keep an eye on it. Having worked out all the permutations and built it all up, Chris, can't be 2 0-0s, can it?
Well, it can,
It could.
Bruce, but I wouldn't have thought so. Argentina have just lost a little bit of momentum, haven't they? I think the Poles have got a foothold in this game now. Defensively, that back four really narrow. Don't want to leave any gaps for the Argentinian forwards or midfield to run through. As I said, I think they're happy. Balls in wide areas, cross it in, we'll deal with it.
20 minutes remaining in the first half. BBC Radio 5 Live, available on BBC Sounds, live at the World Cup. Here's Fernandez for Argentina. Messi very deep here. Loads of Polish players in front of him. Just dinks the ball with his left foot. Inch perfect pass, finds Acuna, plays it to Di Maria. Di Maria lays this back to Fernandez. Fernandez strokes a pass to his right. Romero is coming forward, works it out to the right-hand side. Ball brought infield by Alvarez. McAllister back to Fernandez, across here to Otamendi. Argentina just trying to pull Poland from side to side here. Di Maria looks for whipping the early cross. It's blocked. The ball spins up in the air. Acuna battles for it. Cash just smashes it away with his right foot. Lewandowski will give chase. Now this is awkward for Romero, and Lewandowski gets there first. Romero gets a foot in, and here's McAllister inside the centre circle. Might just open up for Argentina here. Acuna, bit of space to run into on the left. Gives it to Di Maria, continues his run forward. Di Maria beats Matty Cash, still going, trying to swerve his way into that penalty area. Half tackle, Poland appealing for an offside. The flag stays down. Argentina continue to play. Here is Di Maria to McAllister. McAllister to De Paul. Might fancy the shot here, slightly overrun it, thinks he was fouled. Poland clear. They've got a chance to come on the counter. And Lewandowski starting to make a run in the inside left channel. Zielinski is rolling around, caught heavily on the halfway line. Ball headed forward by Otamendi. Play still continues.
I thought there was a foul. Fernandez has
referee stopped
halved Zielinski there, hasn't he?
Referee stopped the game. Zielinski's recovering. Let's check in on Saudi Arabia against Mexico. Mark Scott.
Another chance for Mexico. Pineda with the effort, well saved by Alois, and Mexico almost in again. This time the header from Pineda is blocked. They had only had 5 shots on target in their first 2 games. They've already had 5 shots in the first half an hour this evening, but haven't found the net yet. Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0.
So group table as it stands is as it stood at the start of the night. It was actually Frankowski who was caught with the challenge by Otamendi. He's recovered, he's back on his feet, and the game is back underway with a drop ball. No free kick given for the challenge. So as it stands at the moment, Poland winning the group, which would take them through to a last 16 game against Australia. Argentina would finish as runners-up and would face the world champions France, as they did in the last 16 in Russia 4 years ago, which was an absolute belter of a game, with France winning it by 4-3. Romero's pass, incisive, down the right, run made by Molina, cut back to Alvarez, shots blocked, just 5 yards from goal. Here's Acuna. Acuna's close, swerving away from the left-hand post, hit it well, has his head in his hands in exasperation, and the ball's behind for the goal kick.
Well, we are right behind this. What a strike. It's had a poor start to the game, Acuna, but he hammers this left foot shot. 18, 19 yards out, pings it just past the far post of Szczesny, but Alvarez should have scored just before that. Ball pulled back from the byline to him, 7, 8 yards out, and he scuffed his effort right-footed.
Lewandowski plays the ball back into his own half. That's got the Argentina fans going again.
Yeah, they've got to be clinical though when those opportunities come along.
Poland 0, Argentina 0, approaching the half-hour mark here on 5 Live on BBC Sounds. Romero's header away to the left-hand side. Poland last through to the knockout stages in 1986. That was the year, of course, they lost their last group game to England when a certain Gary Lineker scored a hat-trick to take England through in a game they had to win. Gary Lineker celebrates his birthday today, so we wish Gary Lineker happy birthday.
Happy what? Happy what?
I don't know, actually, Chris. I didn't actually look that up.
What would you say?
That's naughty, and I'm not answering it. Looks good, Gary.
Yeah, what would you say, though?
Come on, Chris. What would you say?
Mid-50s?
Yeah. I'm just going to agree with you. Oh, 62, I've been told, Chris. Wow. How good does he look on that?
I'd get production to check that.
Poland 0, Argentina 0. I remember watching that as a 13-year-old. Lineker in the cast.
Yeah.
Remember his right wrist wrapped up in the cast.
But imagine a young runner getting that wrong.
Ball bounces inside the Argentina penalty area. Swiderski can't head it. Martinez is there and suddenly sees an opportunity to get Argentina away down the left. I trust the production team, Chris. I'm sure they've got that right. Here's Fernandez. Happy birthday, Gary Lineker. 15 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Messi. Messi drops the shoulder, tries to play a ball
narrow,
through the middle.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the two banks of four in there.
Fernandez back to Romero. Romero just inside his own half.
Just that extra touch at times slows things down. They have to move the ball quicker.
Otamendi to Alvarez. McAllister back to Otamendi. Again, Poland back, organised, spread across the pitch. Fernandez curls a lovely pass out to the right. Molina opens his body up and side foots it to Di Maria, who's back on the right-hand side at the moment. Di Maria worms his way in across the left, finds Messi, edge of the box. Poland close that down quickly, but Messi gets the pass to Acuna. Low cross comes in, rebound goes past Messi. Krakowiak wants to get Lewandowski away if he can. Very little support for Lewandowski, but he takes control of the ball wide on the left-hand side. He's going to try and hold off Molina. He's got three Argentine players to deal with. He can't do anything there. He's lost it.
What chance has he got? Poland setting the stall out, trying to win the ball back and hit Lewandowski, but I mean that's impossible. What, 3 or 4 Argentinians around him? They're going to take the ball off him, no matter how good he is.
De Paul, 10 yards inside the Polish half. Poland 0, Argentina 0. Still Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0. Poland and Argentina going through in spots 1 and 2 as things stand at the moment, but one goal this evening in either game could very quickly change things. Messi wide on the right, cuts in field, beats Zielinski, looking for the 1-2 with De Paul, can't get it back to Messi. Poland able to play away and Swiderski almost got away. The roars will tell you that Argentina have the ball back. Fernandez picks it up, central position, 35 yards out, plays to his right. De Paul, one touch and then wide to his right, and Di Maria's going to have another go at Bereshinski. Tries to cross with the outside of the left foot, it's blocked, and that's a corner for Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina just have to keep moving the ball quickly with a purpose and wait for those gaps to open up. I just think Poland, the longer this half is going on, they're getting deeper and deeper. Look like they're tiring a little bit.
Di Maria with the corner, left footer whipped in, it's dangerous! Palmed over the bar by Szczesny. That will be another corner for Argentina.
Yeah, he's gone down on his knees, Di Maria. I mean, that's, he's not shot there. I mean, you said that the other night, Bruce, didn't you? Do you think he's tried to score from that?
He's curling a ball into the position of maximum opportunity, and if it goes in, Chris, then he can claim it.
Was that an answer, Bruce?
He's whipped that with a lot of bend and he's gone close. Another corner for Argentina. Still Poland 0, Argentina 0. If Argentina win this game, they are very likely to win the group. That would bring them last 16 against Australia. Corner into the near post, blocked by Lewandowski. Ball drops on the edge of the area. Frankowski just stabs it away with a toe pump. The ball runs into the Argentina half, and sprinting across comes the right back Molina to keep it in play, and he plays it up the left-hand touchline to the fellow fullback Acuna.
Yeah, their defence has been their strength, hasn't it, Poland, in this tournament. And the question is, can they hold out against this Argentinian team? Really well organised, disciplined.
Standing firm at the moment, ball wide left to Di Maria, quickly gives it back to Acuna. Swiderski gets in his face. It's only Lewandowski forward, who's not behind the ball for Poland at the moment. Wide to the right it goes. Molina, the right back for Argentina, plays it out to Alvarez. So Di Maria's come back onto the left. Alvarez is on the right. Alvarez is now drifting into the middle. The ball is at the feet of the very promising Benfica midfielder Enzo Fernandez. Now it comes to someone you will know, Messi. Lays it off, and De Paul is able to make ground up to the edge of the box on the right. Low ball in, blocked, and behind for another Argentine corner, and the pressure is just slowly cranking up.
Yes, it is, and Argentina pushing Poland back, and a couple of opportunities and not taking them, but Poland being extremely negative.
Look out, here's Messi. Corner was taken quickly. Fernandez going to go for another curler. Szczesny's got it covered. Not enough pace on that. Over the bar anyway, and behind it goes for a goal kick. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Poland 0, Argentina 0, Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0.
Yeah, a bit of a fluff with this first touch there, Fernandez. Took a touch as the ball came to him with his left foot. Got a bit stuck under his feet, tried to dig the shot out.
Oh.
Right-footed, blimey, Szczesny.
Szczesny with a chop inside his own penalty area, nearly tackled by Di Maria. You don't want to give the ball away like that. If Di Maria had won it, that was 1-0.
Yeah, good goalkeeping. Remember another Polish goalkeeper doing that in the Premier League? Arthur Boric. What did he do to Arsenal? Tried a little turn.
Great run forward by McAllister, plays it through to Alvarez. Good touch and shot. Szczesny makes the save. Comes back to Alvarez on the left-hand side. Cross into the far post. Szczesny goes for it. Can't get there, but it is headed behind. Messi's down holding his face. Szczesny has caught him as he went for the ball. Argentina want a penalty, and the referee, Danny Mekele, is just making his mind up at the moment.
Did he catch him? I tell you what a brilliant save. And the one and only Szczesny there. At first, lovely ball through to Alvarez. Brilliant first touch, takes him into the left-hand side of the box. Tries to lift the ball over Szczesny, who stands big and makes the save. Messi does get to the ball first and heads it, but it looks like it was too high for him anyway. But VAR will have a look up. Szczesny does catch him slightly with his couple of fingers. That's Messi from Messi. Scaloni off his feet on the Argentinian bench.
Now then.
Really?
Yeah, bit of a set to inside the penalty area, because Messi is waiting to take what he hopes is going to be a penalty.
They are checking. There has to be enough contact. This would be scandalous, but we saw Ronaldo.
Szczesny was stretching for the ball. His hand has accidentally made contact with Messi's face. Referee's going to come and have a look at the monitor.
You know what this means normally.
But hang on, what's he given on the field? Has he given a goal kick on the field?
I think he did, didn't he?
Okay, so coming over to the monitor means...
over to the monitor,
I know.
They normally change their mind. They've had that advice.
Szczesny made the fabulous penalty save in the game against Saudi Arabia. He might be up against...
Well, Messi's not scoring, okay? The ball is too high for him. He deflects the ball well over the bar. Szczesny is going for it, and he does catch him slightly, but come on!
Are we going to see a referee be strong, Chris, and stick with his
probably
decision?
Not.
I
hope he is strong.
Big moment.
This could get messy.
Possible Argentina penalty on the way. If they win this game, they're very likely to win the group and go through to a last 16 game against Australia. He's taken a long time. Here he comes. This is the moment. Danny Mekele is going to give it a penalty.
He's giving it. Come on, that's a terrible decision. He's got to be stronger. The referee.
I mean, what
really?
is Szczesny? What is Szczesny supposed to do there? He's got to stretch. He's got to go for it. Messi wins the header. Szczesny accidentally collides with him. It makes no difference to what Messi's going to do with that ball. Chris, I can't believe it.
That's a scandal. It really is. If you're giving penalties for that sort of thing, every time a corner goes into the box, you'd award a penalty.
Right.
That's a shocker.
Here we go then.
Saved a penalty, didn't he, last game?
He did.
Szczesny.
But Messi scored one in the first game against Saudi Arabia. Szczesny, all in yellow, on his line. Messi, the Messiah, the man with the golden boots, wipes the sweat from his nose. Here he comes, whistle blows. Messi with that wonderful left foot save! Szczesny, incredible save! Throws himself to his left-hand side. It was hit with power. It was heading in, and Superman Szczesny somehow gets there and keeps this game level.
Yep, said it before, the one and only Szczesny. This is a brilliant save. Messi's hit it with whip and power. Szczesny springs to his left.
Corner into the near post. Ball drops loose inside the Poland penalty area. hoisted up in the air. Should never have been a penalty, and I've got to say, Chris,
Justice, Bruce.
absolutely, we're impartial, but I'm really pleased that this game remains 0-0, because Argentina should not be ahead, I don't think, for that decision. I really don't.
No, you've got to question the referee, not strong enough. Took a long time, didn't he? Can imagine the panic setting in. It's Messi.
Do you really think that plays a part? He thinks that's Messi.
Well, it must do. It must do. Why else would you award that? Has to be sufficient contact.
Messi again with his left foot. Oh, that's a lovely cross. Acuna volleys it back across goal. Ball loose inside the Polish penalty.
He's terrible, Acuna. I've got to say, he's had 3 opportunities. Could have shot there from that angle. Could have found Alvarez.
Oh, here he is, Acuna with a little dribble. What if he sticks this in the top corner?
Oh, guess what? He's given it away.
He has.
They should hook him at half-time. He's been hopeless.
Poor ball into the area. Well, real drama here. Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 0, Poland 0, Argentina 0. Szczesny has saved his second penalty at this World Cup. He's denied the great man Lionel Messi. Here come Argentina again. Di Maria is floating across towards Alvarez, able to bring it down with his right foot. Defender right in front of him. Alvarez teasing, plays it back to Messi. Messi working space on the left. Low driven cross. Oh, everyone let it go. And through it goes and out for a throw. And Di Maria could have stuck it away.
But there were 3 Argentina players inside the box, all on their heels. Little jink from Messi. Fired the ball across the 6-yard line. It's begging for someone to attack it. Just seeing the penalty save again. It's one-handed from Szczesny. The ball, Messi whips it to Szczesny's left, and he gets a big right Polish fist on the ball. What a save, Bruce.
Chris Sutton is pumped up here. 5 Live and BBC Sounds. Great drama. No goals in either game as yet. But what a save from Szczesny, who saved more than a third of his last 14 penalties for Juventus. He's getting a bit of an expert at it, and he's done it brilliantly here at the World Cup. He's saved 2 out of 2. Next break in play, we'll head back to Mark Scott. I don't know why I did that in fractions. 5 out of 14. I think that's probably, it's easier to understand like that. Oh, that's a good ball. Di Maria, Messi. Oh, that's clever. On the left foot, drags it back onto the right. He's tackled, and Szczesny's able to grab it before it goes out for a corner.
Should I say he overdid it there, Messi? Don't often say that, but he could have got a shot off. Wonderful pass from Di Maria inside the box, and then he shifts the ball onto his left foot. Brilliant left foot that he has. Decides to shift it back. Chance gone. You feel it's coming though for Argentina, but will they rue that miss?
Draw takes Poland through. At the moment, that is good enough for Argentina. As I say, next break in play, we'll check in on Saudi Arabia against Mexico, because depending on what happens in that game, for example, if Saudi Arabia score, they would go to 6 points. A draw then no good for Argentina. McAllister pass into Di Maria in the centre circle. De Paul driving run forward from midfield. The ball runs to Di Maria, tries to find Messi. Messi stumbling, keeps it for Argentina, plays it to McAllister. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez jinks his way into the penalty area, works it onto the right foot, trying to line up the shot. Szczesny palms it away. The rebound hits De Paul, comes off him, and back to Szczesny. Mark Scott watching Saudi Arabia against Mexico.
And it's Mexico who continue to ask the questions. Pineda's just had an effort deflected narrowly wide of the post, and Gallardo should have scored. Corner picked him out on the penalty spot, and he scooped it over the bar. 9 attempts at goal for Mexico. They haven't got a goal though, and these two heading out as things stand 0-0.
Before this evening, Lionel Messi's record from the penalty spot for Argentina. Scored 20, missed 4. Make that scored 20, missed 5. Szczesny with the save. Messi trying to get that record of 7 consecutive games scoring for Argentina. Been denied. Lewandowski, of course, in this tournament has seen a penalty saved as well. Now Argentina have it wide on the right, and Di Maria is motoring here. Alvarez making ground in the middle. Di Maria into the penalty area, onto that left foot, back onto the right, cross it. Oh, Messi was making the run to the far post, but that is a great interception.
They cannot keep Argentina out forever.
Di Maria again, onto the left foot, hits the shot, deflected. Szczesny in the way again. That's a much more comfortable save. He's having a good game.
They look tired though, Poland, don't they? They've been pummeled in this first half. They're getting deeper and deeper. They're hanging on in there, but you feel it is going to come for Argentina unless Szczesny has an absolute blinder. Well, he's having a blinder, isn't he?
More games for you tomorrow. Final group games deciders from 3 o'clock. Croatia, Belgium is a big one. Belgium in real danger of going out. Canada, Morocco, the other one. Morocco looking to make it through to the last 16. Canada already out. Commentary will start with Croatia, Belgium. We'll have updates on the other one. John Murray and Rob Green will bring you the commentary. And those games are also on BBC television. Again, if you want our commentary with those pictures, iPlayer and World Cup Extra, the World Cup Daily podcast is the other one you've got to be looking for throughout the tournament. Every morning there for you, available by the BBC Sounds app. Plenty to talk about in tomorrow morning's edition already. Messi plays the ball to the right. Di Maria back to Messi just outside the Polish penalty area. Curling ball in. Acuna have made the run again.
He's going to score, isn't he, Acuna? I've written him off. What a terrible header.
That was a terrible header from Frankowski. Bereshinski has to back him up with the second header. Molina plays it to De Paul. De Paul back to Fernandez. Fernandez, that's not the best ball to Messi, but of course he just brings it down no problem. Plays it to his right to De Paul. Cross into the far post. Acuna won't catch that. And it goes behind for a goal kick.
Went over his foot anyway. Couldn't keep it in, but...
Well, it wasn't his fault. That wasn't the best.
It bounced over his foot. Come on, he's an international player, Bruce. Dear me. But this has the feel of other games we've done in this tournament where Poland have sat back, they've tried to soak it up and contain, but they've offered very little going forward. And it feels like it's a matter of time, unless the Poles are super lucky.
Well,
that back line of Poland, though, you feel it's creaking.
Yet to concede in the tournament. 2 penalties saved. If they win the game, Argentina are going out. How important is the Messi penalty miss going to be? Production team possibly lining up the one and only to play as the bed on the way out of the show with the commentary of the Szczesny save. Oh, long way to go. Added time at the end of the first half.
Well, their defence, Bruce, the Poland's defence is like the old city walls in Krakow, built in the 13th century to keep invaders out.
Been there recently, Chris. That is a beautiful city.
Can they keep the Argentinian invaders out this evening?
See, Otamendi. 5 Live on BBC Sounds. Great drama at the World Cup yet again. Poland 0, Argentina 0.
Were you on a stag do then?
No, I wasn't, Chris. I was working. Scotland were playing there, so it was very well behaved. Messi collects wide on the right and busies himself. Burrows his way into the corner of the area. Tackled.
Look at Lewandowski. He's on his own. There are 4 Argentinian players around him. He does brilliantly, and it's turning round to Frankowski and saying, come on, any chance of you supporting me?
30 seconds left of the first half. Added time.
They look out on their feet, the Polish players.
Zielinski flicks it forward. Frankowski plays it back into their own half. They go. That's a really good first touch from Kiwior. Ball forward into midfield. There's Bielik. Very rarely been describing Poland passing the football around. It just tells you how much possession Argentina have had. Right at the end of the first half, Krakowiak tries to wriggle his way through a gap. He's given the free kick, though.
Well, he's better than that. But this gives Poland an opportunity to launch the ball in to the Argentinian box and maybe cause a problem or two. Look how high the Argentinian backline is, though.
Yeah, 7-8 yards outside the penalty area.
Glick going forward. He's decided not to.
Zielinski will take the free kick. Into the penalty area it goes. No one attacks it, and Martinez comes out and says thank you very much, and we'll gobble that up all day long. Bowls it out to the left overarm. We're still playing at the end of the first half here. Di Maria plays the ball back to Acuna, who I think in terms of match ratings, Chris, in the paper the next day.
I'll give him 1.
You're giving him 1. Okay. Messi to De Paul. Maybe he can improve in the second half. Argentina still come.
You'll be lucky to be on, Bruce.
Last knock into the first half. Back to Messi. Krakowiak in front of him. Messi fancies a bit of that. He's going to take him on. Beats him. Another one in front of him. Looks for the 1-2. McAllister can't get the ball back to him. Swiderski inside his own half. Ball is played to the right. The half-time whistle blows. And Poland have held Argentina so far. That is good enough for them at this point. It is good enough for Argentina at this point. The big moment in the first half, the Szczesny fabulous penalty save from the great man Lionel Messi. A penalty, Chris, that in our opinion, that should never have been given.
Absolutely, an appalling decision, especially, the referee went over to the monitor, didn't initially award the penalty, but when they go over, they normally give them. But he's got to be stronger. But justice for Poland. What a save from Szczesny, flinging himself to his left-hand side and saving. The ball was rising with his big right fist, but Argentina have dominated. I know how well Poland have defended in this tournament so far, but they cannot keep Argentina out in the second half. That's nigh impossible.
2.5 games of football, they are yet to concede a goal, and Szczesny has now saved 2 penalties in the tournament. That was stunning. Poland 0, Argentina 0.
Yeah, for all the Lewandowski-Messi narrative, so far it does seem to be Szczesny-Messi that's the story, doesn't it, Chris? And as you said, karma doing its work. It doesn't seem you're the only one. It's pretty unanimous online. Matt says that is simply not a foul. Szczesny's committed as he's entitled to. He can't just make his hand disappear mid-flight. Udo says, feel like justice that Szczesny saved that penalty and that Argentina don't go ahead in that manner. If Messi is going to change the game, can it just be classic Messi, please? You said it was scandalous at the time. Is there any part of you that understands why that was given?
No, there has to be enough contact for a penalty to be awarded. You know, it was a brush. Messi, the ball was too high for him. He missed his header. I think Szczesny's entitled to go for a ball, but if you're going to award a penalty for that, every time the ball goes into the box from a free kick or corner, the referee could award a penalty.
And what is massively disappointing about that, Emma, is the referee, having made the decision on the field, had the chance to go to the monitor and back his own decision.
He bottled
and
it,
didn't
Bruce.
have the courage.
He bottled it, Bruce.
He did, Chris. He did.
Let's bring in South American football expert Tim Vickery once more. Tim, we'll get your take on this, and also the save, in Chris's words, with his big right Polish fist. The save was made, and it was another really impressive block from Szczesny. Not the first he's made this tournament.
No, and he's the difference at the moment, isn't he? It's like the Alamo, and he's holding them back. But on the pattern of the game is as we expected, you know, when we were talking before. Poland just they don't have enough to get up in support of Lewandowski. They can't get into the game. I think Poland, the initial selection, there was 2 up front, and they were trying to avoid the risk of being too passive. They saw what happened to Ecuador yesterday. So I think Poland's original intention was not to defend the Alamo like this, but Argentina have found their rhythm. Argentina taking out their centre forward. I wonder what Chris Sutton is going to make of this. Taking out Lautaro Martinez. Julian Alvarez comes in. He's attacking from the left, and that opens up the corridor for Acuna, the left back.
They want to whip him off, though, Tim. He's had an absolute stinker, hasn't he, Acuna? Every time. I mean, he's the one who's had some great crossing opportunities, you know, and the chance to get shots off. I mean, he's had a nightmare. He'll probably score the winner, Tim, won't he?
Yeah, I mean, the alternative Tagliafico is a left-back who offers less going forward. It's not where they're strongest, really, in the full-back positions, Argentina. There's rhythm there, there's intensity there, they're defending aggressively. The centre-backs coming forward to win the ball, keeping the poles pinned back. Do you think, Chris, that they're going to send for the centre-forward before long? Looks like Poland are going to make a couple of changes at the interval just to keep the energy levels up, because there's a lot of running around after the ball there going on from the poles. Do you think it's time for the centre-forward, or will be soon?
I mean, Poland are getting absolutely pummeled. I think if Argentina continue doing what they're doing, it will come. I think there's an inevitability about it. Whether Argentina shove on another centre forward and play Messi a little bit deeper, but they've had so much success. They have been very careless with their final ball. But you know, you talked about Poland making substitutions. They look really tired. They're an ageing team, or most of them are. I mean, it would sort of be a travesty if the second half stays the same and Argentina batter Poland and Poland end up going through and Argentina somehow end up going out. But Argentina have been the side in the ascendancy. They're the side being positive, and we can't see Argentina go out in this fashion, can we?
Talking Argentine centre forwards, Tim, Gabriel Batistuta is in the building this evening. He still looks fit enough to play.
He did.
Yeah, he's had some mobility issues, so I don't think they're going to be calling on him for the second half. And also, and he will be, as he's watching this, he will be remembering 2002 when the final game was against Sweden. and they battered Sweden and battered Sweden and battered Sweden and couldn't score. Sweden crossed the halfway line once, scored a fantastic goal from a free kick, and then Argentina went back to battering Sweden and battering Sweden, and it wouldn't go in. So at the moment, we asked the question beforehand, is this going to follow the narrative of Italia 90 when they lose the first game in a shock and climb off the floor to go all the way to the final? Or is it going to follow the narrative of 2002? And there'll be some worried older Argentines remembering 2002. Because if this was boxing, the referee would have stopped it already, don't you think?
Well, as it stands, Tim, the narrative very much suiting Poland as it is. Let's check in with the other game at Lusail Stadium. Mark Scott, last we heard, Mexico yet to score in this tournament, asking questions.
Yet they have been the better team in the first half, but it has finished 0-0 after the first 45 minutes. And Saudi Arabia had a massive chance just before the break. They've barely threatened, but Ul Hassan with a diving header from about 12 yards out that he sent wide. He was completely unmarked, should really have done better, but that would have been harsh on Mexico, who have been so shot shy going into this game, but they've had chance after chance. Mohamed Oloaise has made a couple of decent saves. They've had real joy out wide. Lozano's done well on the right flank. Gallardo's got forwards really well from the back on the left, but they just haven't been able to put the ball in the net. Remember, they have to win to have any chance of going through. As things stand, though, both Saudi Arabia and Mexico are heading out 0-0 at half-time.
Tim, well, you wouldn't know, would you, based on what Mark said there, that actually they need to find from goals somewhere. And allegedly, they've got a manager who's under pressure, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, the Mexican manager, whoever it is always under pressure. It's a huge country with massive expectations, and I think the national sport is throwing stones at the team manager. But it's not surprising that he's throwing through stones, because they're still in their third game and they're looking for their first goal. They look very disappointing in warm-up games. They've looked very disappointing in the tournament. Maybe they can just save themselves at the last. I imagine from the point of the tournament, we really want Argentina to go through, and I'm happy that finally people are seeing the football that made Argentina one of the pre-tournament favourites and allowed them to build up that 36-game unbeaten run. Who do we want to go through with Argentina? If we want Argentina to go through for the good of the tournament, who do we want to go through with them, of the rest of this group?
Well, as a BBC presenter, I'm very much the neutral in this situation, but perhaps...
Well, I'm sure Chris Sutton isn't the neutral. I'm sure he has some views.
Oh, Chris Sutton, he's going to pretend now that he's gone for a half-time refreshment. He's timed that well, Tim, hasn't he? I think we posed the same question at the other side of the news on 5 Live. Second half on the way. As it stands, though, either game goalless, very much suiting Poland. As it stands, they'll go through to the last 16 with a meeting with Australia on the other side. Argentina on course for a clash with France. It is time to get the news on 5 Live Sport. That is with Alison Hughes.
Take the World Cup with you. Qatar 2022.
On BBC Sounds, this is BBC Radio 5 Live. More than 10,000 ambulance workers at 9 NHS trusts across England and Wales have voted to go on strike in a dispute about pay. The GMB union's announcement comes after Unison said paramedics and call handlers that it represents in England would also walk out, possibly before Christmas. Security staff for Eurostar are also striking in the run-up to Christmas over their pay. The RMT union says the action will have a severe impact on passengers. The walkouts are expected on the 16th, 18th, 22nd and 23rd of December. Prince William's godmother has resigned from the royal household after she repeatedly asked a black British woman where she was really from. Lady Susan Hussey has apologised for the comments made at a reception last night. The charity boss, Ngozi Fulani, said she was totally stunned by the conversation. The leader of the Women's Equality Party, Mandu Reid, was there.
It does hurt when you have those encounters. You actually never get used to it. And it happened at an event we had been invited to, a very prestigious event that we had been invited to. And actually, it really took the shine off the event.
A spokesman for Prince William said racism had no place in our society. HSBC has announced plans to close 114 more branches in the UK from next April. The bank is blaming a big drop in customer numbers since the pandemic, with some serving fewer than 250 people a week. David Southgate is from the charity Age UK.
Around 1 in 5 older people rely on cash in particular for their day-to-day purchases to a really great extent. And losing those bank branches will make accessing cash far more difficult. It also has a disproportionate impact on the most vulnerable older people. So I'm thinking particularly of those who don't have access to the internet, or if they live in a rural village.
Christine McVie, who sang and played keyboards with Fleetwood Mac, has died. She was 79. The British singer-songwriter was behind some of the band's biggest hits, including Little Lies, Everywhere and Songbird. Her family says she was a revered musician who was loved universally.
This is a public service announcement.
Weekdays from 2. It's time for Scott Mills on Radio 2.
Would you mind doing me a quick review?
You're doing brilliant. I'm enjoying you on Radio 2.
You're a very nice man.
Thank you very much. Every time this comes on Radio 2, I turn it right up.
The heads go in, the shoulders go in. I'm like bouncing around on the seat. Probably one of the world's most embarrassing mums because of your show.
Scott Mills on Radio 2.
Tell all your friends on that school run to turn Radio 2 on as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Scott Mills all the way.
Weekdays from 2.
Listen live on BBC Sound.
BBC 5 Live.
The FIFA World Cup, Qatar 2022 with Emma Saunders.
So the final round of matches then in Group C. It's goalless between Poland and Argentina. Lionel Messi denied from the spot there. Another spectacular save from Szczesny between the Polish sticks. Likewise, deadlock still to be broken in the other game. We'll continue to bring you updates from Saudi Arabia against Mexico. So as it stands, Poland in the driving seat. They will win the group. Argentina in second, which means Poland face Australia and Argentina will face France in the round of 16. As it stands, that is, massive 45 ahead. Just to bring you up to speed with sport elsewhere today, Arsenal defender Ben White has left the England camp and returned home for personal reasons. The FA say he's not expected to return, though, and asked for the player's privacy to be respected at this time. The daughter of Brazil legend Pelé says there's no emergency with her father's health. Earlier, he was admitted to hospital with swelling. England's first test match in Pakistan could be delayed by a day. That's because of illness in the England camp. A decision is expected to be made by early tomorrow morning. And remember, you can hear every ball of England's tour of Pakistan live on BBC Sounds on 5 Sports Extra, with coverage from 4:25 a.m. So do make sure that you set your alarms for that. And Wales captain Siwan Lillicrap has retired from international rugby. That is a month after the World Cup. So second half commentary coming to you live from Stadium 974 very shortly. Chris Sutton and Alistair Bruce-Bull will be back with us. Here now, though, South American football expert Tim Vickery. Tim, we've had a tweet from Tom. Even if Argentina squeeze through this group, they don't have a chance of winning the whole tournament. They're too slow, too lethargic. What are your thoughts on that? What they might need to do in this second half if they're going to try and break this deadlock?
Well, again, I'm going to remember Italia 90. No one gave them a hope when they qualified very badly from their group, and then they beat Brazil, and they're on their way. They beat the hosts, Italy, and they're in the final against Germany. Don't write them off. And it was interesting, I thought, that the intensity level rose after they missed the penalty. You know, in that Denmark-Australia game earlier today, you got a feeling even in the first half that there was a point when Denmark thought, you know what, we're not going to score. You don't get that feeling from Argentina, do you? I love the fact that the level of intensity rose after Messi missed the penalty. It was as if that gave an added burst of fury to the side. And I think it's going to be very difficult for Poland to hold on for another 45 minutes. Now, obviously, Argentina would far prefer to play Australia in the second round than France. At the moment, though, I think they'll take whoever comes.
Absolutely, a very focused Argentine side, just taking to the pitch. Both Messi, Di Maria, very focused, as I mentioned there. And with that, I will hand you now to our commentary team who are going to take you through what are bound to be the twists and turns of the second half in Group C. So as it stands, goalless between Saudi Arabia and Mexico, and inside Stadium 974, where we've seen some cracking games already over the last 2 weeks. Likewise, it is goalless between Poland and Argentina. So here to take you through them, what is a huge second 45, Chris Sutton alongside Alistair Bruce Ball.
Thank you, Emma. Teams just taking to the field as you join us again. Double change going to be made by Poland. I think this is all about bringing some energy and some speed and some intensity onto the field. Chris Sutton was saying how tired they looked at the end of the first half. So Frankowski and Swiderski are both coming off, and a couple of young wingers coming on. So Jakub Kaminski is a 20-year-old who plays for Wolfsburg. He started the first game of this tournament for Poland against Mexico, and the other one is Michal Skoras, who's winning only his second cap here, plays his football domestically for Lech Poznan. So that is a double change for Poland. We were about to get back underway. The referee had started the game, and we're going to restart because he wasn't happy with something. So the group table is as it was at the start of the night, because both games are 0-0. Poland 4 points, that'll go to 5. Argentina would be on 4, Saudi Arabia would be on 4, and Mexico would be on 2. Poland would go through as group winners to face Australia in the last 16 after their famous win over Denmark this afternoon, and Argentina would go through as the group runners-up to face the world champions France in the last 16. France, who lost 1-0 to Tunisia today. So back underway. Argentina away to our left-hand side. Feels like a home game for them. We've been saying that throughout the tournament. The stadium awash with the white and light blue striped shirts. Argentina actually playing in a different kit this evening, sort of mix of dark blue and rich purple. Here's Molina, the right back, the number 26, lays the ball off to Angel Di Maria. Di Maria plays it down the line to Molina. Molina's low cross comes in, shot driven in, and Argentina have the lead. Alexis McAllister finds the back of the net with his right foot right at the start of the second half. If Argentina win the game, they're very likely to win the group, and that was wonderful from Alexis McAllister, who gets his first goal for his country on the biggest stage of all. Poland 0, Argentina 1.
Yeah, it's not Messi magic, it's McAllister magic. It's a really measured finish. You can't say they haven't deserved this. Clever play down that right-hand side. A little give and go. Molina is onside and he feeds the ball back. All the Polish defenders move back towards the goal. McAllister just checks his runners, level with the near post, 10 yards out. And it's all about the connection. I think he gets it off his shin, in fact. But then it bobbles its way into the far corner. McAllister excited, the Argentinian players excited. They've got the lead. They deserve. And now Poland, what are you going to do about it?
Group table changes. Argentina will go to 6 points. They will be the group winners as things stand. Poland are still going through at the moment because Saudi Arabia, Mexico is still 0-0. Poland can lose by up to 2 goals in this game and still go through because of their goal difference if Saudi Arabia draw that game. If Saudi Arabia get in front, then Poland are in real trouble. But you can hear what that goal means to the Argentina fans inside the stadium. What a moment for Alexis McAllister, who, if you think about it, Chris, I mean, we've watched him plenty in the Premier League, but it's only sort of last season, but this season, he's become a real player in the Brighton team. Now he's representing his country here at the World Cup, and there he is, banging in an absolutely crucial goal.
Yeah, I mean, that will be, no doubt, the biggest goal in his career, with what's at stake this evening. The pressure Argentina were under. He may actually count himself a little bit fortunate, but Argentina deserve it, no doubt about that. What's going to be interesting is how Poland respond.
Still okay for them at the moment. If Saudi Arabia get in front, then they are in trouble. If Argentina and Saudi Arabia both win, yellow card is dished out here. Was that Cunha?
Yeah, no surprise there.
That was on the substitute Skoras.
Well, now he's put himself at risk as well. With Argentina in front, just wonder whether Scaloni, it's a poor challenge actually. Clever little ball, played with the outside. of the right boot from Skoras around the corner.
If Argentina and Saudi Arabia both win just to finish that, both will be on 6 points. Argentina's goal difference has gone up to +2. Saudi Arabia's is -1. So to win the group and get ahead of Argentina, Saudi Arabia would have to score quite a few. But as it stands at the moment, Argentina winning this group and Poland going through as runners-up. Free kick for Poland into the box. Header is wide, and that was close, and that was Glick. He met that well. Emi Martinez could only watch it fly past, and Chris Sutton, was waiting for the net to bulge.
Yeah, so was I. What a ball this is. Whipped in, and Glick attacks it around the penalty spot area. Pace on the ball, and that is inches away. Glick cannot believe his flick didn't hit the back of the net there. But that's all it takes. Argentina will need that second goal.
Right, get this goal in the other game, Mark Scott.
And it's good news for Argentina and for Poland, because Mexico have got themselves in front. Henry Martin getting to the near post to tuck in from close range after Saudi Arabia failed to clear a corner. It has been coming, and although Mexico are in front, they're not going to qualify. It would be Argentina and Poland going through. 1-0 Mexico.
Yeah, correct. Mexico win would take them to 4 points. Now that would be level with Poland if they lose this game. Poland's goal difference has dropped to +1. Mexico's has gone to -1, so a bit more of a swing.
Yeah, well, Mexico, you never know.
You never know with Mexico.
Yeah, never know. Yeah,
that's where I was going, Chris.
Yeah.
You're meant to finish that off.
Well, I wasn't sure where you were going.
No, nor was I, actually. Here's McAllister. Low ball to his left-hand side. Poland 0, Argentina 1. Argentina, as it stands, going through as group winners to face Australia in the last 16. Rodrigo de Paul on the ball. Plays to Messi. Messi trotting forward. Running from right to left. Krakowiak, he just shrugs him off. Curls the pass out to Di Maria. Di Maria has that ball tied to his left boot. No, he doesn't. It runs away from him. And Poland should be able to clear down the left-hand side. De Paul blocks it, and it goes out for a Polish throw on the left.
I mean, Messi, when he gets the ball, Krakowiak faces him up. Messi knows what he's going to do. Krakowiak knows what he's going to do, and yet he always just eludes players, doesn't he?
What would you do, Chris?
Try and half him, probably, Bruce.
Can't say that. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Poland 0, Argentina 1. Alexis McAllister, whose father played left back for Argentina, was close to getting into the squad for the USA 94 World Cup. Actually got into the sticker book, the Panini sticker book, and then didn't actually make the World Cup squad. Strong challenge comes in from Rodrigo de Paul on Bereshinski.
I mean, listen, if that's in the Premier League, that's a booking. I know he gets all the ball, but he lunges.
Free kick given.
Off his feet. He catches him on the follow-through with his right foot.
No card, just a free kick for Poland. They've got Szczesny in goal, who made the fabulous penalty save from Lionel Messi in the first half. Back four remains the same. Cash, Glick, Kivior and Bereshinski. Bielik and Krakowiak in central midfield. Zielinski is still out there, but Frankowski and Swiderski have been replaced. Here is Krakowiak, plays the ball to his right-hand side. Argentina with some defending to do. Shots deflected. Zielinski was hoping it would run to him. Argentina able to bring it away with Alvarez. So Kaminski and Skoras have both come on for Poland. Lewandowski, of course, playing through the middle. We'll hope for a little bit more support in this second half. Poland still okay at the moment, still going through as group runners-up. They are.
They're okay, not in this game, though. But
no.
Going to have to show more ambition, but then they're...
Here's Messi on the dribble, weaving, turning, shooting poorly, bobbles away from him, and it goes behind for the goal kick. We were waiting for something very special, and Messi has a chuckle there because it didn't quite come off for him.
Yeah, he just kept going and going and going. In the middle of the Poland, in the middle of the Polish half, drives into the box, but that's an air shot, or nearly an air shot from Messi.
And a missed penalty. But Argentina still leading by a goal to nil. The 999th game of his professional career, which is just astonishing.
I think Tim Vickery touched.
Hang on a second. Messi might be able to get onto this one. This could be the moment for Messi. Chased by Bereshinski. Two of them stop him, but Argentina still coming. Di Maria, the ball spins up in front of him inside the Polish penalty area, onto his left foot. Messi looking for space inside the box. Di Maria can't find him. De Paul comes to help on the right. De Paul tireless central midfielder, socks rolled down in his green boots. Plays the ball back to Molina. Here it comes to the 21-year-old Fernandez. Now the goal scorer, McAllister. Stroking the ball around Argentina. They have the lead. They're winning the group as it stands. Here's Di Maria. Di Maria's ball to Messi. Messi at walking pace, just dismissively plays a first-time pass to De Paul. De Paul gets it again on the right. And at the moment, Argentina are just making Poland chase. They've got Emi Martinez in goal, Molina, Romero, Otamendi and Acuna as the back four. McAllister the goal scorer, Enzo Fernandez, De Paul as the midfield three, Di Maria and Alvarez in support of Lionel Messi. 5 Live on BBC Sounds. Mexico 1 up against Saudi Arabia. Not good enough for Mexico at the moment. Argentina leading Poland.
Don't rule
by
Mexico
a goal to
out,
nil. I'm
I
not,
tell
Chris.
you.
I'm not.
Argentina get another one here. Mexico get another one.
Goal difference starts to swing. Oh, here we go, Mark Scott. There's another goal, Mark.
And Mexico have got another goal, and what a goal it is as well. Luis Chavez has rifled in a free kick from about 30 yards out, and Mexico believe now that they can do this. Mexico leads Saudi Arabia by 2-0.
So group table as it stands, Argentina going to 6, Poland are on 4, Mexico would be on 4. Their goal difference, Mexico's, is now 0 and Poland's is just +1. Now after goal difference we'd be looking at goals scored. Poland have got 2 in the group, Mexico have also got 2 in the group. Head
so
to head
if
it
they
was
get
0-0.
another one,
I know.
Yeah.
It's all on, it's all on.
I just felt something there, Bruce. Just something in the air.
Yeah. Haven't really looked like scoring in the group, and Mexico suddenly have got 2.
Yeah,
right.
but nothing to lose this evening. They've got to go for it.
Poland 0, Argentina 1. So Poland now.
Imagine if they concede again.
Exactly. Real jeopardy. Di Maria to Messi. Messi bursts onto it inside the penalty area, onto that left foot. Can't get the shot away. Runs to Alvarez, hits the shot. That's blocked. Szczesny was waiting to try and make the save. Headed away by Poland. They are in real trouble at the moment, Poland.
They're on the rack, aren't they? They are really being stretched. Krakowiak in the middle of the field. He cannot move.
Messi down the right to Molina. Argentina looking for a second. Poland at the moment desperately clinging on to the runner-up spot in the group. Messi bobbles one through to Di Maria, nearly flicks it back to Messi. Di Maria looking for Messi again. It's so tight in there. And then Poland get bodies in the way. De Paul plays it back to Fernandez. Fernandez, 21 years old, and just looks to the manner born out here at the World Cup. Di Maria, back to De Paul.
To the manner born?
You know what I mean? It's so comfortable, Chris. Like he's been there all his life. There's also a great 80s sitcom with Penelope Keith.
That's where I was going with that, Bruce. Yeah.
Reminds me a little bit of your estate, actually, that. Do you remember Penelope Keith? Otamendi plays it out wide to the left. Argentina enjoying themselves. So are the fans, as you can hear. Poland 0, Argentina 1. Acuna floats the ball back into midfield. Poland cannot get a kick at the moment. They're being run into the ground. 2 changes at half-time to try and add some energy. Struggling to deal with Messi. This time a challenge comes in on him. Krakowiak plays it forward to Lewandowski. Lewandowski runs with the ball up to the halfway line. Can they get Lewandowski in a position where he even has a chance to do something for his country tonight?
Well, at 1-0, they're always in with a chance, aren't they? And the Poles create something, but just look like they're in fear of Argentina. Made a couple of substitutions, bring on fresh legs. Kaminski, their wide player, he's a ball carrier, you could say a pole dancer with his feet.
Chris Sutton with us on 5 Live and on BBC Sounds. Poland 0, Argentina 1, but interestingly Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 2. As it stands at the moment, Argentina going through as the group winners, Poland in the runners-up spot. Another goal for Mexico this evening. And things will change. Bereshinski down the left-hand side. Kaminski makes the run. Can't control the ball. De Paul, lovely first touch with his left foot. Plays it wide here to Di Maria. Oh, Di Maria with the nutmeg. Now, why is he taking that risk? Bereshinski's taking it off him inside his own half. You know I like the showboating, Chris, but not there, not then.
Well, you've got to be effective. He wasn't then. A couple of subs here now. This is what we don't like to see.
No, well, you concentrate on those because I'm just going to do the mental maths in my head again with the table here. So Mexico would go to 4, Poland are on 4. Poland's goal difference is +1, Mexico's is 0. If Mexico score again, The two will be level on goal difference, but Mexico will have scored 3 goals in the group and Poland would only have scored 2. So another goal for Mexico and they would go into second spot.
I called this one.
Acuña's coming off. Who's come on there, Chris? Was it Paredes?
Paredes.
Yeah. And
Di Maria's come off.
Okay, thank you. You keep an eye on that. Let's check in with Mark Scott. Saudi Arabia against Mexico. I'm right, aren't I, Mark? If Mexico score again, they go into the runners-up spot.
Spot on, Ali, and they've just had the ball in the net, but it's been disallowed for offside, and it was tight. Lozano tucked it away, but Martin just beyond the last defender. Mexico playing like they know another goal might do the job for them. At the moment, leading 2-0 and still heading out, but like you say, it's on a knife edge.
Acuña and Di Maria off, Paredes and Tagliafico on at left back. Now, as Tim Vickery was telling us, Tagliafico not so attacking in the left back position, but Argentina top of the group and looking like they're going to win it at the moment. Di Maria is taking a breather. How much do you love the World Cup, by the way? This is great.
I mean, this year especially, there have been so many surprises. Every group, we sit in our apartment and, discuss who's going to go through, I mean, it's been incredible, hasn't it? Some of the surprise results today. Australia going through at this moment in time. Argentina are going to play Australia.
Correct.
I think Mexico, bottom of the group, could qualify with another goal.
Poland, though, a draw enough to take them through if they can get a goal back in this game. Bereszyński can't control the ball on the left-hand side, and going through all those permutations and discussions even interrupted the game of World Cup Scrabble we had going on in the apartment this afternoon. Throw in for Argentina on the right. I recommend that, by the way, as a game to anyone who likes their Scrabble. Just do a World Cup themed Scrabble. So anything connected to the World Cup, you can play. Polish surnames are going to score you absolutely tons of points.
Do you have enough letters, though, for that?
Krakowiak, Zielinski, McAllister to Messi. Fewer points. Lovely ball from Messi. Played through to Tagliafico, who's just on the pitch. Here's the cutback to McAllister. Hits it straight at Szczesny. It remains 1-0.
What a spot from Messi to Tagliafico, who's marauding on that left-hand side. And he pulls the ball back to McAllister, but with his weaker left foot just striding onto the ball. It's a tame effort, poor effort. Had that fallen on his right foot, I think we'd have seen the net bulging.
Half an hour to play. Paredes catches Lewandowski. Lewandowski is fuming about that, and he's making the point here as well to Rodrigo de Paul. That is just ongoing off the ball at the moment. Lewandowski boiling over. Poland still going through in the runners-up spot at the moment, but if they concede another here, Mexico score another against Saudi Arabia, Poland in real trouble. Throw in Poland wide on the left-hand side. Poland 0. Argentina
and
1.
Argentina have just tweaked the shape a little bit with the substitutions. De Paul coming out to this right-hand side. They're at more of a 4-4-2 now, aren't they? Alvarez and Messi, the two front men, and yet another substitution.
Yeah. Bielik coming off. Damian Szymanski is coming on. England fans might remember him in qualifying, scored a 90th minute equaliser in a 1-1 draw against England. Change has been made. Otamendi heads the ball forward. Poland 0, Argentina 1. Mark Scott watching Saudi Arabia against Mexico.
And Mexico have a corner, leading by 2-0. Another goal would move them above Poland into a qualifying spot, and the corner whipped in by Chavez at the near post is fisted away by Olhoes. Saudi Arabia under the pump at the moment, trailing 2-0. They're heading out. One more Mexico goal, though, and they would leapfrog Poland into second.
Yeah, just thinking as well, if Poland concede another here, the goal difference drops to 0. Mexico's is currently 0. Both are on 2 goals scored in the group. Head-to-head was 0-0. It would then go to yellow cards. Mexico have had 6, Poland have had 4. Poland would go through on the disciplinary record.
Who went through in the last
Senegal got knocked out because Japan had fewer yellow cards. You see? That's the kind of thing we're going to have to be across.
Well, don't be dirty, Bruce. That's the message, isn't it?
Poland 0, Argentina 1.
Play a clean game.
Ball played out of play by Enzo Fernandez. Absolutely right, Chris. For anyone listening at home, that's very good advice.
Fair play,
I know
Bruce.
You always did.
Yep.
18 minutes gone, second half. Great drama. World Cup drama again.
Imagine going out of the World Cup.
On yellow cards.
Couple of cards, couple of loose words.
And if they ended up on yellow cards being level, then it's drawing of lots. So you could go out and just totally... In fact, you know what they should do? They should play a game of sudden death. Just get the two captains together. Let's have a go. Here's Messi on the ball for Argentina. Support on his left-hand side. Messi is going to go it alone. Drives the shot and it's blocked and it goes behind for an Argentina corner.
Yeah, I mean, the picture of Messi running with the ball, such a brilliant mover, so much balance, and the ball literally glued to that left foot, just little touch after little touch, gets his shot off, it's blocked, ambling over to take this corner.
Stadium awash with Argentine fans swinging the scarves, banners everywhere, pictures of Messi, pictures of Maradona. Seen a big drum at one end with faces of Maradona and Messi both on it. The ball back with Enzo Fernandez, new hero for Argentina at this World Cup, as is Alexis McAllister. Poland 0, Argentina 1. Any drama in the other game, we will be straight there. That is the beauty of the coverage on 5 Live on BBC
Poland
Sounds.
are going to concede again here.
Okay.
They cannot hold out. This is an absolute pumping for Poland.
Alvarez plays back to Leandro Paredes. Paredes to his right finds Molina. Poland
do they deserve to go through anyway, Bruce? Their lack of ambition. Come on.
If they finish runners up in the group, yes, they do.
Would you want to watch them? This is
doesn't matter, Chris. De Paul on the ball
You've
for
got to
Argentina.
have a go, haven't you? We saw Wales go out with a whimper.
Yeah, I think that's what Lewandowski's thinking as well here. Give me a chance. Otamendi bringing the ball forward. At the moment, you can only see the goal going in the goal away to our right-hand side that Argentina are attacking. Glick across, slides in. Good challenge on McAllister, throwing for Argentina wide on the left.
Has he hurt himself, Glick, there? I think he has.
25 minutes remaining in the second half. Lothar Matthäus a little bit bored. He's on the mobile, sitting next to Cafu on his left-hand side. I'll tell you what he'll be worried about if Messi goes further in the tournament. Matthäus is the record appearance holder in World Cups on 25. Messi's on 22 tonight.
Yeah, he looked worried then.
Closest on 23.
He was probably Googling that, wasn't he?
The appearances, exactly. Yeah, because I was doing that earlier on today. Miroslav Klose is on 24.
Be lucky with the Wi-Fi in this stadium to Google it.
Steady. Maldini's on 23 and Messi tonight is on 22, but he's marked it with a missed penalty in this game. Poland 0, Argentina 1. Taking Argentina through as group winners. Poland still going through in second spot as things stand, and they cannot get a touch of the ball here. Tagliafico is fouled. Free kick Argentina on the left.
Yeah, you feel sorry for Lewandowski. Brilliant player that he is. He's so isolated, isn't he?
Just chasing the ball, just hopelessly hoping he might get a touch at some point, but when he does, he's watching Messi there in front of him, just all the support, all the possession, being able to pull the strings. Otamendi to his left finds Tagliafico in loads of space. Poland look exhausted at the moment. Here's Fernandez on the ball on the halfway line for Argentina. Curls the pass across to De Paul, wide to the right to Molina, back to De Paul again. De Paul into midfield. Here's Messi. Yeah. Saw the challenge coming and away he goes. Suddenly picks up speed. Lewandowski decides to try and take the ball off him. Can't do it. Molina wide on the right hand side. Messi lurking on the edge of the box. Can they find him? Back it comes to De Paul. De Paul goes to his right again. Finds Molina. Molina comes all the way back here to Paredes. 40 yards from goal. Central position. McAllister to his right. Finds De Paul. Poland can get a goal. I know that sounds ridiculous.
They've actually got to try and get over the halfway line.
Absolutely. Fernandez brings it forward. Little flick. Alvarez inside the penalty area. Fires it into the top corner. And Argentina now have surely won this game. Rifle finish. Szczesny had no chance. Argentina 2, Poland 0. Argentina set to go through as group winners, but Poland now in real danger of going home.
Yep, the Poles look Polax, don't they? What a finish, though, this is from Alvarez. They have controlled this game, Argentina. They have been at their brilliant best. They needed a performance like this in this World Cup competition. They haven't really got going. Clever little ball into Alvarez. Left-hand side of the box. Shifts the ball, 1-2 touches, and he whips the ball right-footed into the left-hand top corner past Szczesny. It's a brilliant finish, it really is. Clinical. Arrows into the top corner. There's no way back for Poland. They've got to throw caution to the wind now.
The little spider has Poland in a sticky web, Chris. They're in trouble, Poland. Right, goal difference for Poland is 0. Goal difference for Mexico is currently 0. Both on 4 points. Both have scored 2 goals in the group. Poland at the moment, I think I'm right in saying, clinging on only by virtue of fewer
They've had it, Bruce.
yellow cards.
They are not keeping Argentina out.
Hang on, Poland haven't got a yellow card in this game. I don't know what's happened with Mexico in that game. Mark Scott will be able to keep us across that one.
That's going to be irrelevant. It's going to be irrelevant.
Well, at the moment it's not. Mark Scott, what's going on?
Mexico just come close to getting another goal. Lozano's effort towards the near post, tipped away by Al Oais. They've had one yellow card in this game so far, Ali, so you can tot up what the live table in that regard is. And also, just worth pointing out, we kicked off the second half about 3.5 minutes after you did, so it could be a nervy wait for Poland come full time.
Poland 0, Argentina 2, Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 2. So tight for the second spot. Argentina fans don't care. They are really enjoying themselves. They are watching their team much more fluid in this game.
Well,
Chris.
unless Argentina start feeling sorry for Poland and take the foot off the gas, that's Poland's only chance, because this is going to end up 3, 4, 5. It is so one-sided. Tim Vickery said at half-time, didn't he, if this was a boxing contest, Poland would be knocked out. I mean, this is an absolute pummeling.
Just checking my maths. I'm going to go to the tables on the screen in front of me. I know I'm right, though. I'm right at the moment still. Poland are clinging on. They're in second spot in this group. I'm going to keep that table in front of me. That will change as we go. 5 Live and BBC Sounds at the World Cup. Poland 0, Argentina 2. Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 2. Another goal here or another goal there in Mexico's favour. And
so what do you do if you're Poland now? Do you show a bit of intent and try and get the goal, or do you sit back like lame ducks and get picked off?
I don't know.
Well, that's not helpful to the listeners all around the world, Bruce.
20 minutes remaining in the game. Poland 0, Argentina 2.
Got to show some intent. We've said it all competition. Serbia didn't show the intent against Brazil. Got picked off.
Yeah.
Switzerland, the same, got picked off.
Argentina are in the mood. They're in the swing of things here, and Poland are just on the ropes, and we're waiting for a knockout blow. Cross comes in from the left. Messi! Saved by Szczesny with his legs. I thought that was going to be it.
Lacked conviction, didn't it, the finish from Messi? Good pullback. What's he, 12 yards out, just strolling onto the ball with that wonderful left foot, and hits it straight at Szczesny.
That miss at the moment keeps Poland in second spot, but there could be more chances to come. We think there will be more chances to come. 20 minutes to play. World Cup Daily. It's going to be a great listen for you tomorrow morning. If you haven't subscribed, do that on BBC Sounds. All the reaction, all the debate, all the analysis. And then commentaries tomorrow. Croatia, Belgium at 3 o'clock with updates of Canada against Morocco. Belgium in real danger of exiting this World Cup in the group stages. John Murray and Rob Green with that one. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Our commentary starts with Japan against Spain, but things open in that group as well. Germany under pressure. We'll have updates on Germany, Costa Rica into Japan against Spain. That game kicks off at 7 o'clock. Argentina with Alvarez. What a finish from Alvarez as well for the second goal for Argentina. Throw in on the right. Another change coming. Chris is already all over this. Good luck with that surname.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Jedrzejczyk. I know it doesn't look like that. I mean, that is a Scrabble monster, that. Jedrzejczyk.
How do we say that? You say, do you know, when you first did it, you sounded really confident?
I was, and now you've made me doubt myself. Jedrzejczyk. No, I've changed it, haven't I? Jedrzejczyk.
So we just go to Mark Scott?
I think we should, and we'll call him the number 3, Mark.
Henry Martin has just blasted over from 6 yards out the Mexico forward. He's already scored 1 goal from close range this evening. If he tucked that away, Mexico would have leapfrogged Poland to go into second in the section. How costly will that be? They still lead Saudi Arabia 2-0, but they're still heading out as things stand.
It's incredible, really, isn't it? Mexico could go through as group runners-up. Messi, now this could be the moment. Plays in Alvarez for his second of the night. Oh, he's hit the side netting. I thought that was creeping in the top corner. Shots raining in on the Polish goal. They are clinging on to second spot in the group.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good run from Alvarez. He's onside, and Messi, who's peeling out to this right-hand side now for Argentina, waits a beautiful pass inside. Full-back and centre-half, Kivio. Alvarez one-on-one. Szczesny comes out, narrows the angle. And another Alvarez arrow this time. hits the top of the side netting. He should have scored, and Poland should have been slipping out of the World Cup. Hanging on, Bruce,
by
they
a
are.
thread. 17 minutes to play. Poland 0, Argentina 2, Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 2, and Mark Scott will be right with us if anything changes in that game. We hope you're enjoying the coverage at the moment. Ball played across that Polish midfield by Szymanski. Poland, rare possession for them in this second half. There's the number 3, Jędrzejczyk, playing the ball infield to Krychowiak, diagonal into the Argentina penalty area. Molina heads it away, nodded back by Fernandez towards his goalkeeper. Martinez, under no pressure, is able to collect that by the byline. So as it stands, we are looking at Argentina against Australia, 7 o'clock on Saturday. Full commentary, of course, on 5 Live and BBC Sounds. Free kick in the other game, Mark Scott.
And Chavez, who scored that peach from around about this same distance, about 30 yards out from goal, is spotting it up. If this goes in, well, the roof will come off the Lusail Stadium here from the Mexico supporters. He steps up, he hits it, oh, it's tipped away. It nearly crept in for a third Mexico goal that would have sent them above Poland in the table. Tipped away by Ol Hues, and Mexico remain in third.
Stay tuned. Argentina leading Poland by 2-0. France will play Poland in the last 16, but that could all change in the next 15 minutes. Could be France-Mexico.
If you're Didier Deschamps,
yep,
you're absolutely gagging to play Poland, aren't you?
They look tired, Chris, don't they?
Imagine Mbappe up against this mob.
Stop it. De Paul playing the ball back into his own half. Christian Romero, more changes coming, oh joy. Yerman Petzela will come on for Argentina. So will Lautaro Martinez. And there's another Polish change coming as well. Krzysztof Piatek, who is a striker, a goal scorer. I mean, if Poland can get one, I mean, they haven't got anywhere near the Argentina goal in the second half, but that could change things in their favour as well, because at the moment...
Well, the strikers have to get service, and that's been the biggest issue. They've got one of the greatest strikers the world has ever seen in Lewandowski up front. Look at his body language. He knows they're going to be lucky to hang on in this World Cup competition. Argentina score again, or Mexico score again. This will be his last World Cup. Sad way to go out.
De Paul for Argentina in total control. Messi turns, curls a beautiful ball away to the left. Tagliafico brings it infield to the edge of the penalty area. Back it comes to Rodrigo De Paul. Lines up the shot, decides against it. Plays the 1-2 with Molina. Volleyed clearance goes high in the air. The ball drops inside the Poland half. Romero sticks a leg out. Now then, Poland do have a chance to get away down the left-hand side. Bit of space inside that Argentina half. It's Kaminski who plays it across to Lewandowski. Great challenge by Enzo Fernandez on Lewandowski. Got there just in time to nick the ball off him. That could have been a moment for Lewandowski to unleash with his right foot from the edge of the box. Argentina fans loving it again. Paredes to Fernandez, back to Tagliafico, and Argentina slow things down. 13.5 minutes to play. Argentina lead Poland 2-0. Mexico leads Saudi Arabia 2-0. Poland clinging on to second spot in the group. Here's Molina, just inside the Polish half on the right.
I tell you what, though, with what's at stake for Poland, you know, you look at their body language. They're a beaten team, aren't they? But got to get up to the ball and put the Argentinians under pressure. Hasn't happened enough. This has been an absolute stroll, hasn't it, for Argentina? And I suppose, is this the game where Argentina are announcing themselves in this competition?
Feels a little bit like it. Emi Martinez, goalkeeper, plays out to Otamendi, wide to Tagliafico. McAllister full of running still, away from Krychowiak, down the left-hand side. Messi was there in space. Krychowiak eventually gets McAllister with a foul. Krychowiak gets booked.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 5 yellow cards Poland, 7 for Mexico. Poland still ahead.
He should have been taken off 20 minutes ago, Krychowiak. I mean, he cannot move. Just not mobile at all, and as soon as the Argentinian player got the other side of him, there was only one option.
Whole host of changes are coming. Number 9 has gone up. I think that's for Argentina, which would be Alvarez. Now Alvarez has now spotted he's coming off. Enzo Fernandez has got the nod as well. What a player he is, by the way. 21 years old, winning only his 7th cap this evening, making a real impression at this World Cup. So double change for Argentina. Let's check in with Mark Scott watching Saudi Arabia against Mexico.
Another chance has come and gone for Mexico. Pineda this time by the D of the penalty area. Side-footed curling effort, just didn't quite bend enough. So it's still 2-0 and still just the one yellow card for Mexico in this game so far, Ali, so you can keep an eye on that.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, so Poland's goal difference 0, Mexico's goal difference 0. Both scored 2 goals in the group. Go to the head-to-head record, it's 0-0. I'm just doing this to remind myself. Goes to yellow cards, Poland are on fewer. That is how they are clinging on to second spot in this group, and we've got 12 minutes still to play in both games, possibly, no, definitely a little bit more beyond that. Argentina in possession as they have been so often in this second half. Romero to De Paul to Paredes. Lautaro Martinez now on the field. Messi still furthest forward for them. McAllister plays back to Otamendi. So Petzella's come on, Chris. Centre back number 6. Romero's still there. Otamendi's still there. So 3.
Well, was in De Paul just,
or is Romero? Yeah, no, it is, isn't it?
Deep there.
It is. Tagliafico left and Molina on the right. Tagliafico back to Paredes. Paredes to Lautaro Martinez. Back to Mark Scott.
Mexico asking for a penalty here, Ali. Raul Jimenez, who's just come on, looked like he was going to have a tap-in from by the penalty spot. Michael Oliver is the referee. He didn't give it. The ball is whipped in once again. Mexico absolutely battering at the door at the moment. Saudi Arabia preventing them getting a third, which is good news for Poland. I'll let you know if VAR has a look at it.
Okay, thank you, Mark. 10 minutes to play here live in the stadium. Stadium 974. Poland 0, Argentina 2. I wonder if fans inside the stadium actually are quite aware of the drama going on elsewhere. That's the beauty of listening to us on 5 Live on BBC Sounds. Here's Messi with those dancing feet on the ball. Just comes trotting his way over to the right-hand side.
I'm astonished with the lack of intensity from Poland. I really, really am.
Yerman Petzela on the ball, played wide to the left. Poland can't get the ball off Argentina. How many times have I said that? Argentina stroking it around at a leisurely pace. De Paul's ball over the top, finds Molina in space. Lautaro Martinez in the middle. Molina delays. Messi is lurking. 3 white shirts around him. Molina can't get it to him, but Messi has managed to find a bit of space, picks up the pace, plays it into McAllister. Wide it goes from Paredes to Tagliafico. Here's McAllister on the left-hand side, cross with his left foot. Poland must not concede here from their point of view. Clinging on, back it comes to Paredes. Poland 0, Argentina 2. Mexico 2-0 up on Saudi Arabia. Some fella here leaving the stadium.
Yeah, well, he knows, probably an Argentinian fan, he knows
they're through.
They're already through.
Winning the group. Yep. Here's De Paul. De Paul to his right finds Molina. Molina back to De Paul, turns on the corner of the penalty area. Messi involved again. Left-footed curling cross into the Polish box, headed away from the edge of the box by Cash.
And it comes back, wave after wave. That guy can go home, can't he? Have his bowl of cereal, get himself to bed early, Bruce.
Yes, exactly, Chris. That's your late-night routine over here. Poland now finally going to make this change. Krzysztof Piatek comes on. No, he doesn't just yet, because Argentina have taken their throw in quickly. Polish manager Czesław Michniewicz absolutely furious with that. De Paul to his right to Messi. Argentina getting ready to make another change as well.
You can see he's frustrated. He should be more frustrated with his team.
Here we go, mesmerising stuff from Messi, slaloming his way through Polish defenders. Martinez can't get the ball back to him, and away it goes for a goal kick. 2-0 Argentina. So Krakowiak comes off, striker Piatek comes on, and Thiago Almada is going to come on for Argentina late in the game here. He's a 21-year-old who plays in the MLS for Atlanta United and is winning only his 2nd cap for his country this evening. Argentina comfortable. They are going through as group winners, and they will be facing Australia in the last 16. Australia after their win over Denmark earlier on today. And at the moment it is Poland who will face France. So let's get back to Saudi Arabia against Mexico. Mark Scott.
Mexico looking for this goal that would see them qualify ahead of Poland are asking for another penalty. Lozano was challenged just outside the area. Michael Oliver has given the free kick just outside the box. Abdullah Madu made the challenge. Bit of a nervy wait for him and Saudi Arabia to see whether it will be a free kick or if it actually took place inside the area. Mexico have had so many chances. 17 attempts, 8 on target. They only had 5 on target across the first 2 games, but at the moment, Ali, they're set to fall short just on yellow cards unless they can get themselves another goal. So they are going to have a free kick from just outside the area. 3 players across there discussing who is going to take it. Carlos Rodriguez, who came on a short time ago with Raul Jimenez, is one of them. Lozano is across there as well. And the favourite to strike it will be Luis Chavez, who scored a screamer of a free kick to make it 2-0 7 minutes into the second half. Lozano is over it. Mohamed Ul-Oais, the Saudi Arabia goalkeeper, getting his wall ready. They've only got pride to play for now, Saudi Arabia, because they're not going to be able to make it through. So it's a free kick for Mexico, who are looking for the goal that would see them move above Poland in the table. It is Chavez stood over it, who looks like he's going to curl it with his left foot. It is literally on the edge of the area. Lozano knocks it short. Chavez strikes into the wall, comes back to Chavez and away to safety, and it remains just 2-0 to Mexico.
How long left, Mark, in your second half?
We've got 8 minutes of normal time left, Ali.
Okay, so we've got 5 and a bit, and they've given the ball away. Poland, Lautaro Martinez. Is it on the end? He's missed it! I can't believe it! Poland survive again by the skin of their teeth. He's dragged it wide. He was looking for the far corner, and he's caught it poorly.
It was a terrible pass back, wasn't it? The Polish defender Martinez, one-on-one, should bury it. Chokes his shot from, 10 yards out, bit of an angle. 3 yards past the far post. It's a terrible, terrible miss. Poland should be out of the World Cup. Simple as that. They're hanging on in there. I don't know how. I really don't. They've been hopeless, Bruce, haven't they?
They've been poor, Chris. They have been poor. 5 minutes to go. Poland 0, Argentina 2. Coming into the game tonight, Poland knew a draw would do them. They have not tested Emi Martinez at all. Second half, they barely got out of their half, and at the moment, it's only because they've picked up fewer yellow cards in this group that they are hanging on in there. But if Mexico can score again, or if Argentina can score again, then it'll be Mexico going through to the last 16, and it'll be Poland going out. Szczesny has the ball at his feet, and all that drama and all that excitement from the Szczesny penalty save from Messi in that first half, a penalty that should never have been a penalty. The ball is played back into the Polish half. It's played long up the middle of the pitch. Header is won by Romero, chested down by Lautaro Martinez, plays a little 1-2 with Paredes, comes back to Tagliafico. Now Otamendi is on the ball for Argentina. So Poland, if they can get through this without conceding another goal, as it stands, will be going through as runners-up, but they're still going to have to sweat through the remainder of Saudi Arabia against Mexico and the added time in that game as well.
They'll be opening the champagne in Paris, won't they? Looking at this Polish team, if they go through, I mean, it's a gimme for France. My tips, Bruce, for the World Cup.
That's a good point. Here's Messi. White shirts all around him, and he just dances between them, dancing between the raindrops. Across to Paredes, wide to Tagliafico. Back to Paredes again. All of this inside the Poland half. 1-2, Paredes gets it again.
But they're so negative. They're saying we're just going to hang on in there, try and rely on the other result. They must know the result.
You'd have thought.
And hope Argentina keep fluffing the lines. They're not trying to score a goal. They deserve to go out, in my book, Poland.
They've had the chances for the third Argentina. Messi with the slightly scuffed shot against the legs of Szczesny. Martinez dragging the shot wide. Argentina still have this ball.
It's anti-football, Bruce, this Polish performance. It really is.
Otamendi plays across to DePaul. DePaul still running hard. Down the right to Molina, looking for the 1-2. Passes beyond DePaul. Poland have it. Kaminski wide on the left. He's not going to be able to catch that. It's up towards Lewandowski. He does win the header for Poland. Flicked away by Paredes. Zielinski tries to play it forward, gets a nudge in the back. Free kick for Poland. 2 minutes to play plus added time here. Poland 0, Argentina 2, Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 2, which is still taking Poland through to the last 16 to face France by the virtue of fewer yellow cards in the group. Goal scorers for Argentina this evening, not Messi. Messi's deep in conversation with Lionel Scaloni. They were once teammates in a World Cup squad back in 2006.
Who's manager?
Yeah, who's calling the shots there? It's interesting, that one. Messi comes walking back onto the pitch.
Looks like Messi is.
Yeah. Argentina going through as group winners. Throw in for them wide on the left-hand side. McAllister and Alvarez, the 2 goal scorers for Argentina. McAllister with a low shot, first minute of the second half.
They know it's done, don't they, Argentina? They are just rolling the ball around.
Yep, Romero.
Across the back, no real zip or purpose. Just strolling, saying to the Polish players, you've got to come out and impress us.
Goal in the game between Saudi Arabia and Mexico. Mark Scott.
Looks like Mexico are going to have it ruled out though, Ali. Antuna came through on goal. He is stunned that the flag has gone up. It is close. Actually, no, it's not close. We've just seen a replay of it. He's half a yard off. He slipped it coolly beyond the keeper. But once again, for the second time in this game, Mexico have had the goal that they thought would send them through chalked off due to offside. They are still heading out. Poland, very luckily, are heading through.
How are Poland still in this World Cup?
That not sound fishy to you, Antuna?
90th minute of the game. Argentina leading 2-0, walking pace, in possession. Poland don't seem too interested either. 6 minutes of added time here. It is going to be all about whether Mexico can find another goal in that game. And Poland obviously got to be careful here not to pick up yellow cards, not to make silly challenges, keep it safe.
Well, I suspect that may have been the instruction for most of the game. Don't make any challenges. Don't lay a glove on Argentina and pray you're going to go through.
If Argentina can find a little bit of magic here, and look who's on the ball, it's Messi in the centre circle, that could still finish off Poland's World Cup. Tagliafico driving down the left-hand side. Paredes plays the ball across the Poland half. De Paul, that's a poor pass, easily headed away, but Poland, all they're doing is defending. Do Argentina really want to stick the knife in, score the third, and help Mexico out? Lautaro Martinez comes back from centre forward, plays it back here to Petzela. Petzela stroking the pass across to his left. Paredes.
They're actually a back six, Poland. 6-2-2 is their formation.
Coming forward, Lautaro Martinez. Ball played wide to the right-hand side. Molina, De Paul, Messi. Messi just lays it off to young Almada. Almada plays to his left and finds Tagliafico. Back to Almada again, winning only his second cap for his country here. Right-footed curling pass comes to Molina. Danger with every pass here for Poland at the moment. They are clinging on to keeping themselves in this World Cup. They have every single player behind the ball. Can Argentina find a way through? Can Mexico find another to send themselves through against Saudi Arabia? Here are Argentina back in their own half. Petzela on the ball. And we have 4.5 minutes still to go here on 5 Live and BBC Sounds. Romero to Messi. Messi's interested, turns. Martinez playing it through. Here's the chance. Tagliafico with the dink, headed off the line. Ball still alive inside the penalty area. Messi turns down by the byline. Messi drives the cross in. That's a corner for Argentina. They've survived again.
Well, it's a brilliant dink from Tagliafico, but there's just not enough pace on the dink. I don't know who headed it off the line, but how crucial
Bereshinsky.
Could that be?
Is it Bereshinsky? No.
But it's going in. But that clearance
Kivior
off the line.
Kivior was the one to head it off the line. We're in added time here. Argentina leading Poland by 2-0. They take the corner. It is played back to you-know-who. Lionel Messi, ball at his feet, danger for Poland. 30 yards from goal, standing still like a statue. Curls a pass with his right foot. Wide to Otamendi, who's over on the right wing. Argentina still going for this, trying to find a third goal. Doesn't matter to them, they're going through as group winners if they score it. that is the end for Poland. Also, if Mexico score another against Saudi Arabia. Argentina still in possession. I believe they're heading into added time at the end of the game. Saudi Arabia against Mexico. 11. Did I hear 11? 7 minutes of added time. Saudi Arabia against Mexico. Messi almost crunched in a Polish sandwich there. Loses the ball up towards Lewandowski. Petzela intercepts. Game opening up. Danger for Poland again. Almada brings it forward for Argentina. Messi to his right. Oh, stabs the pass at Messi. It hits Messi on the shins. Poland have it back in their left back position. Almada's chasing hard. Let's get back to Mark Scott in the other game.
Another free kick about 25-30 yards out from goal. Luis Chavez has already been a hero once with a strike from this kind of range. If he scores here, Mexico go through, Poland go out. Luis Chavez steps up, or is it Lozano? It's Lozano's hit straight at the keeper. The rebound could have gone anywhere. Rebounds away for a corner to Mexico. Blimey, how many chances are going to come and go for them? As it stands, they're slipping out of the World Cup.
Thank you, Mark. 2 minutes left in this game. A little bit more left in that game. Mexico need a goal. Poland desperately need not to concede here. They're trailing by 2-0. They've not had the ball for the last 10-15 minutes. Here's Messi, walking pace on the halfway line. Jinx.
You're talking about Poland there?
Yeah.
They've not had the ball for 90 minutes,
Correct.
92 minutes.
Messi against Lewandowski. Lewandowski barges him off the ball. Argentina get the free kick. Corner for Mexico. Mark.
Luis Chavez over it, right-hand side as Mexico look at it. Almost every green shirt is in the area. Really, really poor corner. Saudi Arabia, though, unable to get the ball clear themselves. Lozano collects on the left-hand side. Mexico going for broke now. They have to score or they're going out. Lozano goes over. Wants the free kick, doesn't get it. Saudi Arabia will clear upfield. Ali.
Just over a minute to play. 5 Live on BBC Sounds. Poland still going through as runners-up by virtue of fewer yellow cards. There's Messi on the ball. He wasn't happy with Lewandowski in the challenge. Lewandowski came across to apologise. Messi wouldn't look at him, just shoved him away in the chest. Argentina fans in full song. Polish fans anxious, worried it could all be over in the next few minutes. They are clinging on at the moment. De Paul plays the ball back to Petzela. It is all Argentina. Minute to go. They're going through as group winners. They still have it. Here it comes to De Paul, wide on the right-hand side. Messi's walking. De Paul is walking towards him. Passed into the centre circle. Paredes jogs backwards. Plays a little 1-2 with Almada. Poland have got to survive another 30 seconds here. Then there's still added time with the Saudi Arabia against Mexico game. And as soon as the full-time whistle blows here, I'm sure we'll be straight with Mark Scott. Messi on the ball. Can he conjure something up right at the end of this game? In the inside right channel, makes a little dart forward. Polish midfielder follows him. Molina gives it back to Messi. Messi again, jinx, curls a pass with his left foot. That's it, all over here. So Poland at the moment still are the runners-up in the group. They have been beaten by 2-0. Argentina going through as group winners. Mark Scott, what's happening with you?
3.5 minutes of stoppage time left to play at the Lusail Stadium, and Saudi Arabia 0, Mexico 2 is the scoreline. Not good enough for Mexico. They will go out by virtue of having collected more yellow cards than Poland, and the ball is down towards the Mexico penalty area, so not where they need it at the moment. They brought on Raul Jimenez, who's helped to give them a bit more cut and thrust going forward. Saudi Arabia have done nothing going forwards. One attempt on target in the entire game. 26 shots for Mexico, 10 on target, but it's not set to be enough. They have been excellent this evening. Here is Gallardo on the left-hand side. It breaks down once again. They're getting a bit frenzied. It's a bit hectic for them now. And now all of a sudden they have got defending to do. Ulrich Baikan has the ball in the Mexico penalty area. Goes backwards of square. They're just playing for pride as Saudi Arabia. There's no way that they're going to go through. But Aldasori is in and has scored. Oh, he is Poland's hero. Salem Aldasori has scored the goal that ensures Poland are through and Mexico are going out alongside Saudi Arabia. It is agony for Mexico, who have absolutely battered Saudi Arabia. They couldn't find the goal, and in the 5th minute of stoppage time, Salem Aldasori has slotted away after a neat 1-2 to break Mexico hearts. It is going to be Argentina as group winners, Poland in second. Mexico will be heading out alongside Saudi Arabia. It is so cruel on Mexico They've had the ball in the net on 2 occasions when they were looking for the goal that would have had them above Poland in the table. They haven't been able to produce it though, and they are going to go out in heartbreaking fashion. We've got about 20 seconds of stoppage time left to play in this one, and Mexico are just contemplating how they have let this slip through their fingers. Saudi Arabia 1, Mexico 2. We have now played 6 and a bit of the 7 additional minutes that were signalled by Michael Oliver, who's also had to stand firm. As you can imagine, Mexico looking for anything that they could get that would give them the goal that would elevate them into second in the group. Plenty of penalty appeals, plenty of lobbying of Michael Oliver, and it looks as though Mexico are just going to fall short. Saudi Arabia, unbelievable that they had done absolutely nothing in that game. One more goal for Mexico would see them through, but at the moment time is their enemy, because they have less than 30 seconds in which to try and find it, and Saudi Arabia could be through once again here. Ball through the middle, but Albarai Khan couldn't bring it under his spell. It's now or never for Mexico. Lozano has it, left hand side, he's hauled down. Free kick Mexico, yellow card comes out from Michael Oliver. Not that it will mean anything for the Saudi Arabia players, because they're not going to be participating in any knockout stage game. Mexico, if they are to go through in second spot, have to score now. A goal would be enough to see them finish above Poland. They have committed everyone forwards bar the goalkeeper. Tossed into the area, Montes wins the header. Oh, and Alois has come and dropped it. Raul Jimenez can't get his boot to it. Michael Oliver has awarded the free kick anyway for a challenge on the goalkeeper, and that might be the last chance for Mexico. And Michael Oliver, has he blown the full-time whistle? He has indeed. The Mexico players drop to their knees. It's all over in this game, and all over for Mexico in the Qatar World Cup. They have been eliminated, and it is Poland who go through by the skin of their teeth. Ali.
Thank you, Mark. Well, the Poland players were already celebrating here in Stadium 974 down beneath us. Now they've got word of the full-time whistle. When they got word of the Saudi Arabian goal, they were jumping around and spraying the water bottles on each other. Then they realised, of course, that Mexico could still score and knock them out. But now they've heard that they are through. Goodness me, they were fortunate to do so. Beaten 2-0 tonight. Szczesny saving the penalty from Messi as well. Their goal lived a charmed life in the second half, and if Mexico could have found a third goal, that would have taken them through. Chris, one lovely little moment actually on the full-time whistle in this game. Wojciech Szczesny, as soon as the whistle blew, turned to those massed ranks of Argentina fans and applauded them and said, what a fabulous job you do for your team. How lucky have Poland got tonight?
Oh, I mean, the truth is this could have been 6 or 7. Argentina was so dominant, and it was such a weak, meek performance from Poland. This is Argentina arriving in this tournament with this powerful display from them, but Poland really fortunate to go through. They got France though, and if they play like this again, France will wipe the floor with them. At this moment in time, based on this performance, that this is a gimme for France.
Okay, so last